What's going on, people? It's your boy Tops back again, live for another watch along. Fulham versus Crystal Palace, man. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, all of that good stuff. Big up everyone tuning in, man. But yeah, FA Cup quarterfinals, man. Who you guys got watching? Oh, winning the game, man. I'm gonna go for a Fulham win. I feel like Fulham are gonna do it, get to Wembley, all of that good stuff. But yeah, man, let me take off this. Take off the minutes for this, man. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video if you've not already. Subscribe to the channel, man. All of that good stuff. It's been a minute since I've been online, man. It's been a minute. Big up, Jake. What are you telling me, bro? I hope you're good. I hope you're well. But yeah, man. Fulham versus Crystal Palace. I'm glad the games are back on. 100%. I'm glad the games are back on, man. Because yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. It's been a bit of a struggle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to become a member. T Chanzo Sports on YouTube, all of that good stuff. But yeah, man. Yeah, obviously 0-0 at the minute. The teams have gone relatively strong considering obviously it's an FA Cup game. This could be a chance. Bermudez, oh, just wide, you know, just wide of the post. But yeah, good opportunity there already at Craven Cottage, man. I'm glad there's a few teams that have not already won trophies recently that are in a position to try and get to Wembley as well, man. That's always a good thing, man. That's always a good thing, people. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, man, if you've not already. Big up everyone tuned in and all that good stuff. Obviously, Crystal Palace have got the ball, trying to play it down the flank. Big up Jake. He says Luton versus Hull, kicking off at 12:30. I hear that, man. Who do you think is going to win that game, man? I'm glad that obviously football's back, man. England is just such a chore to watch. You understand? Like, yeah, it can be a very, very big chore, man, to get it done. I'll be honest, man. Fulham have got the ball back to Anderson. He used to play for obviously used to play for Crystal Palace. That's where he's come from, innit? But yeah, man. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a sticky one still. It's a bit of a sticky one still. I feel like they're in a position where you can obviously see you can see what Fulham are trying to do. But I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna go on. I don't know what's gonna go on, man. But yeah, Marco Silva, man. What I tell, bro, if he can win a trophy, bro, you've got to respect him, man. You have to respect it 100% because yeah, it's a difficult thing to do, 1000%, man. But yeah, man. His Pereira, that's a free kick to Fulham there. So this could be a good opportunity for them to try and open the score, and hopefully we can get an early goal early on. Just to obviously open up the game. I'm not sure what the league score was between these guys, man. I can't really remember if Crystal Palace. I've got a feeling Crystal Palace beat them at Craven Cottage, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, man. I'm really, really not too sure. But yeah. But yeah, free kick, man. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you're not already, all of that good stuff, man. But yeah, Fulham have got a free kick here. So yeah, we'll have to see what they can do with this. Takes it short into Willian, ball into the box, trying to find Bassi headed away there by Crystal Palace. Still in the area, and it's good clearance there. Very good clearance there, man. Big up Ahmed, what you telling me, bro? Long time no see. Hope you're well. Arsenal fans on Twitter are unbearable. Let me know why, bro. Let me know why. What's been going on? I don't think I've seen this. I mean, I know they can be unbearable, just like a lot of fans, to be fair. Liverpool, obviously Chelsea, whatever. But yeah, what have they been saying, man? If you're on about the Saka stuff, then yeah, crazy. Well, beast, big yourself up. Big yourself up. But yeah, man. Throwing for I think it's Fulham. So yeah, they've been quite by far the better team, to be fair. Fulham. Just passing around the back at Craven Cottage. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. Obviously, Fulham are just dominating position at the minute. 5 minutes gone. It's crazy, man. Big up Ahmed. He says, bro, I need Fulham to do something this Tuesday, bro. Nah, likewise for you guys, bro. When you face them, what is it, Sunday? I need them to do something as well. And I suppose I need Everton to do something, and you need Everton to do something on Sunday, man. It's crazy how we're facing the same teams, but just the opposite order and the opposite, obviously, stadiums as well. We've got Goodison. Sorry, we've got Everton at Goodison. You've got them obviously at Anfield, and then we've got Fulham at home. You've got them away. So yeah, crazy how the fixtures have worked out, panned out that way. But big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, bro. If you've not already, man, make sure you do that. How many likes are we on? Only on 3 likes. Get those likes up, people. What we doing here, man? What we doing here? Get those likes up, people. Big up everyone tuning in, locked in as well. Really appreciate everyone tuning in to the channel. But yeah, man. I said in the same week as well. LOL. Nah, legit, bro. I don't know how they do the fixture list, man. But yeah, they've done a madness with that one. I can't even lie. Madness with that one, man. But yeah, still 0-0 at the minute. Iwobi's got the ball losing out though. He's Mateta. Obviously back from that collision he had with the Millwall goalkeeper. Obviously in the FA Cup as well. What did you guys make of obviously him getting an extended ban? Was it warranted? I'm not too sure. It did look like a dangerous tackle, but I've seen people do worse and they just get the 3 games. So it is kind of a strange one. We got Ahmed says, after Fulham Everton, I see you guys winning all games except maybe Bournemouth, but they haven't been in good form recently. I'm not even too sure, bro, because we've still got you guys at Anfield. We've still got a few decent games. We've got Newcastle. We've lost 3 times to them this season, and we've already lost to them at the Emirates. We still got them too, so we still got a few difficult games, man. And again, without a striker, I know Saka potentially might be coming back, but again, you can't be relying on that guy, man, for the simple fact that he needs to have a few run of games. I feel like people are getting a bit too happy that he's back. Obviously, I'm happy to see him back in terms of obviously he's smiling. Obviously, he's back on the training pitch. But yeah, I don't want to put too much pressure on him to actually influence the game in it, because at the end of the day, he's been out for a long time. It's going to take him a few games, bro, to really get back into the rhythm of obviously get back to his best, man. Even if he does, do you know what I'm saying? We don't know what long-term effects that surgery is going to have on him until obviously he starts to play. So yeah, it is a bit of a one that we've just got to stay tuned and find out about, man. I can't lie. We need to win our next 5 games because the last 4 are mega tough. Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that you've got some tough fixtures. I feel like you need, I did a short, make sure you guys check that out. I did a short earlier saying that you guys need, 16 points to win the league mathematically, and that's with Arsenal winning all their games. So yeah, I do feel like you'll probably won't even need that one, because we're gonna drop some more points. We never win at Goodison. Ball into the box by Fulham. Could be a chance, headed away there last minute by Crystal Palace, man. Good defending there in the end and cleared away as well there out for Crystal Palace throwing, man. But yeah, like I was saying, we don't really do well there, man. In terms of we normally drop points. We beat them there 1-0 last year from a Trossard goal. But normally, man, we don't normally lose or draw there. So yeah, not our favorite stomping ground. Obviously, this is the last ever time Arsenal going to be at Goodison, because they're going to be in their new stadium next year. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. It's going to be a difficult one, man. But big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, the link is in the video description of the title of the video. Obviously, Fulham versus Crystal Palace watch along, man. FA Cup quarterfinals. The winner goes to Wembley. Good defending there by Anderson. And Fulham are away again. Robinson, who's got a lot of assists in the Premier League 10. Back to Willian, who's obviously joined the club in January. Willian on the left, squares it into an area. Tries to find Pereira on the edge of the box. Willian back again on the left-hand side. What can he do? Can he put a decent ball into the box? Willian squares it back. This could be another opportunity back to Robinson. But yeah, big up the City fans. The City fan teams that are going to go through are City, Fulham, Aston Villa, and Forest. Decent prediction there, man. Decent prediction there. Big yourself up. I'm trying to think if I agree, man. I'll probably say I feel like Fulham are going to win this game. Aston Villa definitely. Forest, I'm not too sure. Depends, man. Ball into the box. Depends how strong they go, bro, because obviously they're trying to get Champions League football. So they might rest a few players. And one year might start instead of Chris Ward. It just depends. I need to see what their team is before I say definitely what they're going to do. And yes, City, again, they should win, but you never know, man. You never know, man. Arsenal's performance against Chelsea was average, but winning the wins, 100% agree with that. I can't even talk because we needed a pen to beat the worst team, Premier League team ever. Nah, bro, listen, obviously, when it gets to these kind of, obviously, performances at the end of the season, bro, you just need to get results, man, because This is where the pressure really starts to obviously happen when you're getting closer to the title, like you guys. You need to don't be surprised, bro. Like if you just start winning games 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, you don't play particularly well. But you just get over the line because again, the pressure of you getting closer to a title will go further obviously along in the season, and it'll get to the point where you guys just want to win the game. You don't care how you play. You just know it's going to be 5 or 6 wins, and then you've won it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't be really like for your perspective. I won't really be looking at your performances too tough, to be honest, bro. Oh, that looked like handball there, but it's gone out for a corner. But yeah, man, I feel like you should be fine. I'm scared of Everton. Oh, you know what? It's a weird one, bro. Like you see with derbies, yeah, I can never really be. Obviously, you want to win and you think you're gonna win, but I can never be too confident in like local derbies because again, it just depends who wants it on the day, innit? Like a team can be in terrible form, but they just turn up on the day and at the end of just beating you in it. Like even at Goodison, when you play them there, I thought you were going to win that pretty comfortably. Obviously, it ended up being a draw in the end. And yeah, that's how sometimes it goes, man. But yeah, I do think Liverpool will still beat you guys. I'm sorry, still beat Everton at Anfield. But we're just going to see what happens after in terms of Arsenal, innit? Big up Jake says, I'm back. Big yourself up, man. Make sure you like the video, Jake. If Everton was at rival, I would have been confident. Yeah, that's not how it goes, bro. There's been so many games, maybe not even recently, but obviously a couple of years ago against Spurs with Arsenal. Like I'd been an Arsenal fan where I'm just so like not confident we're gonna like beat them just because it's a derby, innit? And anything can happen. So for me, yeah, you've just got to be you just got to turn up on the day, bro. And if you do that, then I'm pretty sure you'll win the game. I'll be honest, man. But big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video. This could be a chance for Crystal Palace. Oh, defending at the last ditch there, man. By Berger out for a Crystal Palace corner, man. But yeah, that's the first bit of attacking play Crystal Palace have done all game. And we're in the 12th, 13th minute, man. Good ball there by Sarr, getting in behind the Bassi. And yeah, they've got that pace, Crystal Palace, man. They've got that blistering pace in behind that can really hurt a defense, in it, especially if they're playing counter-attack transition football. Adam Wharton's going to take the corner. He's been really quiet this season, man. A lot of talk of him last season going to Arsenal, going to Man City, 50, 60 million pound price tag, but he's not really been obviously in the limelight this season. A few injuries he's had at Crystal Palace as well. He takes the corner into the box, headed on. This could be a chance. Mateta. Oh, good goalkeeping in the end there. Mateta with the mask and Leno clearing it at the end, man. But yeah, that could have been a dangerous thing, man. I like the video now. Let's 7 likes. Yeah, man. Let's see if we can get it to 10 likes on YouTube, man. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok and follow me on other social media platforms as well. Instagram too, man. I always post shorts on there every single day. So yeah, make sure you guys follow me on all those social media platforms, T-Transfer Sports and everything. We need to win like 3 games using the logic of Arsenal not winning all their games. Yeah, 100%, bro. We're gonna drop. I feel like we're gonna see. We could even potentially drop points against Fulham, man. Because again, they're another bogey team for us, man. We've not beat them in the last 3 games. We ain't beaten this season. We didn't beat them at all last season. So yeah, man. Another team that we struggle. That low block against Marco Silva, man. Mikel Arteta just don't like this. That's a nice little turn by Willian. That's a free kick. But Wharton, that's a yellow card by Wharton, man. Yellow card by Wharton, you know, crazy. But yeah, man. Big up everyone tuning in. But yeah, well, Fulham are a weird side this season. Yeah, they are, bro. They are. They are, man. They are a weird side, bro. I can't even lie. They are, man. They are a weird side. But yeah, man, 8 likes, not bad. Yeah, see if we get it to 10. If we beat Newcastle, the confidence against Everton would have been different. 100%, bro. It would have been different, man. It would have been different, bro. It would have been different. Yeah, it would have been different, man. But it's crazy. Ball into the box there by Fulham. Cleared away. They're out for a goal kick. But yeah, man, you just gotta try and put that behind you, innit? Obviously, what's your thoughts on the Trent news, bro? I did a video. Make sure you check that out about Trent leaving and going to Real Madrid, man. What do you think about that? Obviously, I said in the video where I can understand why Liverpool fans are very upset with him, considering if this was Bukayo Saka, I can't lie, I would be annoyed in it. Like, I'll be real. If he just ran his contract down and left for nothing. But for me, I put majority of the blame on FSG for the simple fact that, you know, you've allowed one of your top assets, or 3 of your top assets, to run down their contract. You know, there should have been an ultimatum in 2 years, whether it was, bro, we're going to sign you or we're going to sell you if you don't want to sign on these terms, innit? That's just my opinion. That's based off obviously Arsenal messing about with players in the past like Ozil, Sanchez, Aubameyang, etc., letting them wind their contracts down and being held to ransom in it. So yeah, for me, I feel like FSG have to take a whole lot of the blame in it. I can't see Jota and Diaz starting on Wednesday. Nah, legit. I feel like yeah, who would you start then, bro? What, Nunes? His mentality this season has been disgusting. I think you're on about obviously Jar. He rejected a few. Oh, you're on about Trent. Sorry, he rejected a few contract offers. Apparently, yeah. I'm hearing conflicting reports. Some people are saying that you only offered him one contract, obviously a few months ago. People are saying that he's rejected a few. Some people are saying that you didn't offer him any contract until obviously he decided to go to Real Madrid. So yeah, I don't know, man. Ball into the box by Robinson. Here's a Iwobi. Kicks it back into Willian. Back to Iwobi. This could be a good opportunity. Iwobi into the box. Heading on by Munez. Back to Robinson into an area. Cleared away, man. Cleared away. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what you guys do going forward, man. And who you replace him with. Who you replace him with, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe. Still 0-0, Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Yeah, it's been kind of a it's been a decent game so far. Fulham looking the better of the teams, I can't lie. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already, man. Ball over the top, trying to find I think he's trying to find a Saar there on the right hand side, but to no avail. But then we move, man. But yeah, they're just gonna take a quick throw in a minute. But yeah, man. Brandon needs to improve on his physicality and his injuries. Yeah, I mean he's still quite young, isn't he? To an extent. So yeah, I can understand why you're saying that. But I feel like you're gonna have to buy someone, bro. To be honest with you, I don't think you can rely on him like long term in terms of him trying to still learn his trade at the top level. Obviously, he's not overly experienced either. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna have to buy someone else to go with him and have him as backup still, so he can still fit in here, there, and everywhere, man. Here's Walton winning the ball back in a decent area. Saar trying to get past Bassi. Very good battle there by Bassi. Good defending there by Bassi. Great defending, great strength. And Fulham on the counter-attack transition here. Williams on the left-hand side. They've got Munez. Bassi still up there as well. William versus tries to play into Bassi. Oh, Bassi's in the box here. Cuts it back. It's Pereira. Oh, Pereira had a chance to make it 1-0, man. Should have done better with that. What is going on, people? Should have done better with that. What is going on? What's going on here, bro? Nah, it's not even going in either, bro. It's not even going in either, man. Good opportunity there. Good opportunity. Good opportunity there, man. But yeah, man. Flicked on. Trent joining the club that broke his heart on many occasions, especially in the two Champions League finals, says enough. So obviously you're not. So yeah, are you actually annoyed he's going to Real Madrid then? Because obviously a lot of people are saying, see, there's a lot of Liverpool fans that are a bit different in it. Some people are not happy that it's going on a free. Some people are not happy that he's going at all. Some people are not happy with how it's all been handled. Some people are not happy with what he's been saying in the media before leaving. And obviously you're not happy that he's going to Real Madrid in particular. Like I said, I can understand why you got Liverpool fans are not happy with him. Would I burn his shirt and call him a traitor? I don't think I would go that far personally, but I can understand why it's a bit frosty. And you're like, you know what? I'm a bit disappointed in how Trent has handled the situation in terms of not having that transparency in it. Maybe he's going to come out and say, look, I was never offered a contract, because Van Persie to this day is adamant he was never offered a contract for from Arsenal before he went to Man United. And to be fair, I think I believe him. But just based off how I know the board is acting, has acted in the past. So that's why he left it. He asked about the ambitions, and they were willing to sell him rather than actually strengthen the team. So it could be a similar thing with Trent, man. No one knows, to be fair. if he came out and said, "Look, FSG, asked them like what we're going to do in terms of signing more players to obviously prolong the success of the club," and if they were saying, "Well, we're going to have to cut back, blah blah blah," he might not have been happy with that and thought, you know what, Real Madrid are a bit more ambitious in terms of buying players. Let me just go there. So yeah, it just depends, man, what he comes out and says. I feel like he does need to come out and clarify, because again, if you win, well, when you win the league, how that dynamic's going to be, man, it's going to be a bit frosty. If everyone knows he's leaving, and he's not really come out and really said his side about why he's leaving or whatever. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. With that, is Crystal Palace trying to get a bit of possession for the first time in the game. Really nice little square pass into the path of Mitchell. Good pass there by Mateta, and Palace just enjoying a bit of possession. Losing the ball though, Eze, and Iwobi as well. At least extend so we can get money from him joining Madrid. Yeah, I mean, again, I said that in my video as well. Like, I feel like he might have thought like if he's not, it depends what the relationship is, bro. Like, if he's not happy with how the club's treating him in terms of if they're not offering him the right money or if they've took too long to offer him anything, I don't think he's going to be in a position where he then trusts the club to sign an extra deal to then get the money for him to leave. Because obviously we've seen it in January. Obviously, Real Madrid offered 25, 30 mil. The club rejected it, said they're not going to sell. So maybe that was his attempt to obviously tell Madrid, no, look, offer a bit of money so you get a bit of money for me. Obviously, 30 mil is not a lot, but it's better than nothing, in it. So yeah, maybe after that, he's just thinking, you know what? Even if I do sign an extension, are Liverpool even going to accept 60 mil, 70 mil, 90 mil? Are they going to price me out so I have to stay? Or I could just leave on a free and just go to Real Madrid. So that's the thing you got to really think about, really. I feel like depending on the relationship they've had between each other would probably dictate whether Trent trusts the club to sell him. Because, again, he could sign a 2-year extension or a year extension, whatever it may be. And the club's like, nah, you're not going for nothing more than 150 mil or 100 mil. And Real Madrid, no, I'm going to pay that. Real Madrid, I'm not paying a fee for a top player since, I think, Jude Bellingham. That's the only real one, really. You know, Rudiger was a free, Mbappe was a free, Alaba was a free, Trent's probably going to be a free. So yeah, they're very notorious in telling the players to run their contracts down and to make sure they can get them on a free. Do you know what I'm saying? I think him leaving is the best decision for the club. I hate egos. Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, you are going to miss him though. To be fair, in terms of his playing style, and those balls over the top have been synonymous with Liverpool. On the clock, and even this season. So yeah, you're definitely gonna have to try and I feel like you did miss him in the cup final, bro, against Newcastle, man. Because you just couldn't really get in behind him. That's why Salah wasn't really effective as much as he normally is, because Trent's normally putting those balls in behind, getting him into space, so we can obviously attack the final third, man. But when you haven't got that ball over the top, you have to just play everything in the channels, play everything in front of obviously the defense, and it's very difficult for people to obviously break teams down, man. When you're not got that ball over the top, his attitude this season has been ugly. I mean, to be fair, I feel like he was playing really well defensively up until that Man United game. That's when it all started to go pear-shaped. That's when obviously the news came out about the bid. And then ever since then, he's just been very ropey again defensively. But before that, I thought he was been pretty solid. I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not Trent's biggest defensive fan, but I've got to be honest and say the games I've watched him this season up until that point, he'd actually been defensively pretty solid, more than he's normally been. And obviously his role changed on the slot. He's a bit more reserved, not as obviously expansive going forward compared to how he played on the clock. But yeah, I do feel like he was a very, very utilized different, man. Big up Ollie, bro. Hope you well, man. I'm all good, brother. How are you, bro? Long time no speak. Hope you're well. I don't know if Norwich are playing. Let me know in the chat. Make sure you like the video, Ollie, subscribe. Obviously, sorry, you've already subscribed to the channel, but make sure you like the video, bro. Really helps the algorithm and all that good stuff, man. Free kick to Crystal Palace in a dangerous area. Eze over it, man. 24 minutes gone. Still 0-0. No real clear-cut transport from that Pereira goal that went wide. But yeah, this is a good opportunity for Crystal Palace, though. A very good opportunity for Crystal Palace to really stick the knife in, shall I say, and try and go a goal up. Eze is obviously just over it at the minute, sorry. This could be a good opportunity, man. Eze takes a short one, nice into. I tried to do a training ground free kick. Ball over the top. Off the bar. Oh, my days. Who was that, man? That was a volley off the bar, man. From outside the box. Right. That's crazy. Cleared away by Iwobi. And Lerma, man, with a ball, with a shot outside of his right foot. What a goal. That would have been off the bar. And it's still, wow, it's still what a shot, man. By the way, my score prediction is 1-1 full time with Crystal Palace winning on penalties, bro. I don't think I can take another penalty thing, you know. I can't lie. I don't think I can take another penalty. Honestly, man. Is Lerma again to the right. And Nelly loses the ball out to William, passes it back. But yeah, man. Crazy. Ball over the top. Trying to find someone there. Squares it back. Into the path of Eze. This could be an opportunity. Eze. Nice. Eze still got the ball. Into Sarr, is it? On the right-hand side. Can he have an opportunity to score? Tries to cut it back there. But yeah, man, crazy, man. Crazy. I mean, I predicted Ali Fulham to win. But yeah, man, I'm not too sure, to be fair. I'm not too sure. Here's Mitchell. Good defending there. But yeah, 26 minutes gone, man. Big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. All of that good stuff. All of that good stuff, man. But yeah, man. Crystal Palace have got the boys that foul. Free kick to Crystal Palace, another one, man. And they're starting to get into the game. Fulham really should have scored when they were on top. They're on top for about, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes. And in the last 3 or 4 minutes, man, since that shot off the bar, Crystal Palace have been the better team. Been the better team, man. So yeah, Eze with an opportunity here, a chance to really open the scoring. So yeah, man, this could be a good opportunity. Ball into the box by Eze, into an area, he's gone over, and into the path of the goalkeeper, man. Beating City away made me think we could win a double. Bro, that game was that was a class performance, bro. Something that we have not done at City. Do you know what I'm saying? Just go there, no fuss, no muss, no talk about referees. Just play them off the park, be the better team, and obviously get out there with the 3 points. Obviously, we nearly beat them this season away. Obviously, last minute equalizer. We had 10 men for the majority. But yeah, man, it just feels like Arsenal still lack that maturity in those big away games in terms of just getting over the line, man. Even though our big 6 record is decent, I just feel like we haven't won away at Liverpool and we haven't won away at City yet. And they're the 2 last ones to do. And obviously, it's difficult to do, obviously. But for me, they're the ones we need to get done. Here's Willian, ball into a decent area, trying to find a Iwobi, headed away there by Crystal Palace. And it's gone out for a Fulham throw-in. 28 minutes gone, man. Still 0-0 in the FA Cup quarterfinals. The winner goes to Wembley and faces, I don't know who they face. I think there's a draw at the end of tomorrow's game. Bournemouth versus Manchester City. So, yeah, be sure to tune in for that. That's cleared away, though, by Mitchell. But, yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. But yeah, man. Crystal Palace on the back foot a bit here. Fulham trying to create a bit of space. Good tackle there by Crystal Palace. And Fulham win the ball back. Here's Robinson. Ball into the box, trying to find Iwobi. And Mitchell heads it away there, clearly. And it's still gone out for a Fulham throw-in, man. So Fulham's still got a bit left in them. Still got a bit left in them, man. To be honest. Good ball into the box there by Robinson. Into a decent area. Iwobi clears it away. And yeah, man. Fulham still got possession. Still got possession at the minute. Bassi, Anderson's obviously there as well. Robinson's a very underrated. I can see Robinson getting a bigger move, man. Maybe to like a Man City or a Liverpool. Because yeah, his stats are really, really good in terms of assisting and his interception stats as well. Very, very progressive going forward and defensively too. I'm surprised he's not got a bigger move yet. Good on the ball as well. And can obviously invert and overlap too. Willian trying to make that run, but the run was not spotted there. But yeah, man. Bassey's there too. But yeah, half an hour gone, man. Still 0-0. Still 0-0 at the minute, man. Here's Stan here. Anderson just trying to work the ball around. Here's Willian. Oh, try to play into a decent area there, but Crystal Palace could be. Oh, it took too long to put in Eze, man. Here's a Wobie. Nice little 1-2. Here's Pereira. Oh, loses the ball as well. Both teams losing the ball a lot. Saar trying to get past a defender. This could be an opportunity. Leno's just about come out and cleared it away, trying to fight in Muniz. Oh, the keeper's on the. Oh, Anderson did well there. He did well there, man. Free kick to Fulham. Free kick to Fulham, man. But yeah, man. Still 0-0. Free kick to Fulham. Here's Eze. Oh, what a shot. What a goal. Eze with a finish and a half, man. What on earth? That was crazy. That was crazy. Man's doing a bop as well. That is nuts, man. Jeez. What a piece of quality that was, man. Damn. 1-0. That is a crazy goal. Big up the chat. Eze is right. What a finish that is, man. Into the bottom corner. Keeper, no chance. And yeah, man, stunning off the posting in. What a goal, man. What a goal. Jeez. Crazy. What finish, man. 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Unexpectedly. And yeah, man. They could be going to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, man. I remember the last time they got to the final was 2016 when they lost 2-1 at Wembley to Manchester United. Lingard with the winner. But yeah, crazy. 1-0, man. Out of nowhere, man. This is what happens when you got star players that can do that. Score out of nowhere. And yeah, Crystal Palace are winning the London derby so far. 1-0. Was it against run and play? Probably. I'll probably say Fulham are the better part of the play overall. But here's Fulham. Squares it. Robertson. Oh, good save there by the keeper. And yeah, man, what a goal, man! What a goal, bro! What a goal! Wi-Fi. But yeah, man. But yeah, Crystal Palace winning the game so far. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. And that's a free kick, surely. No, man. No free kick there. And the referee says play it on you now. Crazy. Crazy, man. I hope Fulham don't turn up against us next Sunday. Bro, we've got them on Tuesday, bro. So yeah, man, we need to make sure we carry on these bad run of form if they do lose. But yeah. Ball into the box. Cleared away. Cleared away. Willian tries to do a 1-2 there. Flicked onto. Yeah, Fulham needs to obviously score another goal. Well, score another. They need to score a goal to make it level, man. Crystal Palace. And with an amazing shot by Eze, man, into the bottom corner, bro. I'm surprised he's not got a move. He needs to be trying to look. You don't want to become a Zaha where you're just there for too long and then you end up just going to like Galatasaray, somewhere like that, man. And you miss your dream, move to a bigger club. Especially now, obviously, he's had a good week, scored for England too. So yeah, 2 goals in a week, man. Scored at Wembley this season. Can he take his team back there, man? That is the ultimate. That is the ultimate thing to do, obviously, or whatnot. So yeah, yeah, man. There's Bassi trying to find the ball into a decent area. Bassi is that Anderson's there, got it. And a good play there by Eze. Goes great skill by Eze, losing the ball there. But Palace has still got it back. Eze's on the left-hand side. 1v1. On the left. Can he put a decent ball in? 1v1 with the defender, puts a decent ball in. Oh, it's a goal! It's 2-0! Oh, it's so with the goal! And Eze again! A moment of magic again by the left-sided forward to make it 2-0. Great ball into the box, taking on his defender. And yeah, Crystal Palace out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. 2-0 up away at Craven Cottage. Oh, wow, look at the fans. They're livid. They're stunned. They can't believe they're losing the game. Remember, this is the chance to go to Wembley semi-final at stake. Great ball into the path of Eze. 1v1 with his defender. And you think, can he beat him? Can he put a decent ball into the box? He can. And it's a great run there by Son. A fantastic header to make it 2-0 to Crystal Palace away at Fulham in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Great ball in there by Eze. Goal and an assist for the left-sided forward player. And a good headed goal there by Saw to make it 2-0. And Fulham are shell-shocked. They're stunned. They can't believe it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. 2-0. 2-0 to Crystal Palace before half-time. This has come out of nowhere, really. Crystal Palace didn't really... I don't think they even had a shot on target before those 2 goals. But yeah, they've done well, man. They've done very well. Very, very well, man. Very well. Very, very well. But yeah, 5 minutes to go, guys. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and drop a like, drop a comment in the comment section too. Fulham really need to score before half time, really, and yeah, they need to score before half time. Big up Ahmed. He says easy Arsenal win, I guess. Nah, you never know, man. Every game's different, obviously, and it's another London derby too. So yeah, you don't know, man. You don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And obviously, like I said, we struggle to beat Fulham. We've not beat them in 2 years. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, bro. But here is Crystal Palace again. Losing the ball out. Fulham really need to try and score a goal before halftime. Berger's got the ball. Back to Robinson. Williams there, free on the left-hand side. Williams needs to put in a decent ball of quality. Nice little ball into the path of Robinson. Out for a corner. Out for a corner ball. Big up, my man. When does Arsenal play Real Madrid? Oh, it's not this Tuesday coming. It's the next Tuesday. So I think it's the 7th of April. 7th or 8th, bro. But yeah, big yourself up, man. I'm sure you'll be there watching, anticipating Arsenal's downfall as always. I need to know when you guys play Leon, man, because we will be there. We will be there, brother. We will be there. But big yourself up, man. Hope you're well on this Saturday afternoon, shall I say. Corner comes in by William, headed away there by Crystal Palace. William's got the ball back again. This could be another opportunity. Squares it. Puts the ball into the box. Good defending there by Crystal Palace. Hammering down the cross. And it's going to have to go all the way back to Leno. And yeah, Fulham are going to have to rebuild again, man. Big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe if you're not already. And yeah, man, Crystal Palace 2-0 out of nowhere, really. RKO out of nowhere. For you wrestling fans, you know, man. RKO out of nowhere, man. 2 goals out of nowhere by Eze. Fantastic finish. And then Eze with a brilliant cross into the box, into the path of Sarta, make it 2-0 to Crystal Palace, man. Offside by Willian. And Marco Silva looks puzzled. He looks baffled. I think Fulham have played okay, bar the last probably 10 minutes. Where they've just been shell-shocked with 2 moments of quality. And again, this is what happens when you got moment players, bro. These smaller teams that a couple of them have, like, for example, Wolves have got Acuna. Obviously, Crystal Palace have got Eze. Those kind of forward players that can create something out of nothing, man. Eze's literally been the difference and made it 2-0. Otherwise, it would have been 0-0 going in. And I feel like Fulham do lack that. They're a good, organized, structured team, but they do lack that star player that you go to. I think it was supposed to be Smith Rowe. Not really worked out that way. He's done okay, but not really had a load of those star moments, man, so far. I'm looking forward to the game a lot. Marino up top will be glorious. Yeah, I mean, that's to say if he goes with that, bro. He might go with Trossard up top. He might go with Martinelli up top. Obviously, Saka might be back. I'm not too sure if he should be starting that game, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But the simple fact that you're going to be rushing him into an area where he's going to have to be playing up against the elite. And who knows, man? They might be missing Mbappe, bro. They might be missing Vinicius. They might be missing Ceballos, Danny, former Arsenal alumni. The last time Arsenal won a trophy, Ceballos was actually in the team that won it. So yeah, man. They might be missing those players, bro. Rudiger too. And obviously, going off the fact that they could all be banned for the celebrations they did against Atletico Madrid, it could be a 1 or 2 match ban. Eze is a baller, proper player, bro. Big time player, man. Big up everyone tuning in. But yeah, he's a sick player, bro. I can't lie. And yeah, he should be getting. For me, I'm just worried that he's not going to get his move, bro. Because again, I said before, you don't want to become like a Zaha where you're just stuck at Palace till 28, 29, and then by the time you're ready to make a move, no one's really checking for you anymore, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that guy, man. You want to cut while the iron's hot, so to say. So yeah. Hopefully, he can get moved this summer, man, to a bigger team. I'll be honest. I think he deserves it, man. Especially now he's playing more for England. Scored, obviously, on Monday. Scored today and an assist. So, yeah, great weekend or week for him, sorry. And it's looking like Crystal Palace are going to be going to Wembley, bro. Bro, Zaha was at United. Put some respect. Bro, the guy didn't even play, man. The guy, wasn't he seeing Moises' daughter, son? That was the rumor, innit? Oh, he didn't play. But, yeah. Yeah, Zaha didn't even play, man. Obviously, he had the link with Arsenal. But yeah, obviously we couldn't get the deal over the line. We ended up getting Nicolas Pepe, and we all know how that ended up. So yeah, man, not the best at all. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Man chose love over his career. He got with the manager's daughter. Yeah, rookie move, man. Especially at what 19, 20, bro. You're at Man United. Take advantage of the opportunity, bro. But that's what happens with some players, man. I feel like it just comes to them so quick. They don't realize the position they're in to the point where they look back at it now and probably think they should have done a bit better going forward, man. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, obviously, what happens with Eze in the summer. But yeah, 2 minutes of injury time before halftime. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. and all that stuff. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video and all that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and 2-0. 2-0, man. To be honest, I remember Dele Alli got with Pepe got with Pep Guardiola's daughter. Yeah, he did, man. He did. It does happen a few times, man. It does happen a few times. Footballers do get with managers' daughters, even if the manager's not even managing their team. Do you know what I'm saying? I suppose they're in and around the players, whether it's like award shows and obviously nights out in certain clubs or whatever. They got access to the footballers themselves because the manager obviously he's the manager of the football team. So yeah, it makes sense. But for me, I wouldn't be messing with that, man. Just keep it particularly professional business, and you don't want to mix business with pleasure. Yeah, because it just ends badly, in my opinion, man. I don't think it's too uncommon for footballers to get with managers' daughters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I agree, man. I feel like that is kind of the norm these days. I think that is kind of the norm, man. Nice little play though. This could be a chance for Fulham. 4v4. Squares it into Willian. Cleared away. Here's Mateta. Loses the ball though, man. Here's Bassi. Squares it. Oh. Clears it away, man. Bro, I'm back. Big yourself up, bro. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, my brother. Yeah, 2-0, Ollie, bro. Looks like your victory or your prediction of Crystal Palace winning is gonna come true, bro. It's crazy. United could be losing right now. Unlucky, man. Nah, bro, I just remembered you guys lost the Fulham, innit? This could be, bro, you could be having Crystal Palace at home to get to Wembley, bro. If you would have beat them on penalties. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. But yeah, 2-0, man. 2-0. Let me stop the clock. Let me stop the clock. 2-0 half time, guys. Eze with a fantastic finish to make it 1-0, and then a great bit of skill, great bit of play there. To set up Sarr with a header to make it 2-0. And yeah, man. Crystal Palace are well in control. Was instead of Fulham 100%. Wasn't expecting it to be 2-0 right now. LOL. Nah, me neither, bro. I thought Fulham were going to win this pretty comfortably, to be fair, especially being at home. But again, the difference has been literally Eze, bro. Like that quality star player, the best player on the pitch so far in the game, man, is literally just turn the game on a knife edge, man, and just pull it in Crystal Palace favor, man. It's theirs to lose really now. Can I see them get? I can't really even see them giving away a 2-goal lead, if I'm being honest. I mean, Amrin isn't a miracle worker. There's so much you can do with Højlund. There's only so much you can do with Højlund and Onana. Yeah, I suppose so, to be fair. That finish from Eze, though. Chef's kiss, man. Absolutely magnificent. Magnificent, man. What a finish, man. Again, only a certain amount of players can do that in the Premier League, especially for the lower half of the table teams. Not a lot of players can do that, man. Not a lot of players can do that. So for me, I feel like, yeah, he's definitely been a difference. And bro, this is what I mean. Even the smaller teams, yeah, need quality players to get to obviously the last stages of tournaments to win them, innit? Even someone like Crystal Palace needs an Eze to get to possibly a semi-final and possibly a final, depending on who they get and if they obviously win this game. I mean, if Eze went to a Juventus, I think he would become world class. Bro, we've seen it with Elise, bro. People weren't putting enough respect on Elise's name, yeah, until he's gone to Bayern Munich and shut it down, bro. In the Champions League, in the Bundesliga for the top team, scoring magnificent goals, doing it for France. So yeah, sometimes, and this is what I mean. Eze needs to make sure he makes the jump, makes the skip, as well, man. Otherwise, it's gonna be sticky. It's going to be sticky, man. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. And yeah, man. Big up everyone tuning in. If you just give high potential young players consistently playing time with lower pressure environments like and Barca or Bayern, they flourish. Yeah, 100%, man. That's actually a very good point still. Especially when obviously with those leagues as well, bro. Like, they're not leagues. Yeah, they're not leagues where it's gonna have a lot of spotlight on you as well. So you can, like you say, go under the radar, do a few bits and bobs, and not be overly criticized, isn't it? So yeah, man, I agree with that, man. The Premier is so bad for player development, it's sink or swim. Yeah, nah, legit, man. Especially because all the spotlights on you, even for the smaller players as well, bro. Like you're looking at it, and you're thinking, raw. There's a lot of pressure on someone that plays for even like a not Swansea, even like a Southampton. There's a lot of pressure for those players to do well. Otherwise, again, they end up on the shelf in it, and not really featuring in the Premier League team again. They get relegated to the Championship, and then yeah, no one really puts him in high regard. So yeah, there is a lot of pressure, man. There is a lot of pressure. Um, there is a lot of pressure, bro. I'll be honest, man. Um, if Bellingham was in the media, sorry, if Bellingham was in the Prem, I feel like he wouldn't be the player he is now. One bad game, and the English media would be calling him a flop fraud. Yeah, they're on you, bro. They're starting to get onto Foden now as well, and obviously he's not had a good season, but yeah, there's a lot of pressure in the Prem, man. They're on to Palmer as well. And look how good he's been for Chelsea. This is literally his first bad patch as a player, like a first team player. And yeah, people are on him, bro. So yeah, but you know what it is, bro, as well. I feel like it's it goes both ways as well. Because when a player is doing good, a lot of the obviously media pundits gas it up to like being the best thing ever. I'm hearing Palmer's the best player in Europe and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, just keep them level-headed, keep them on a level platform. So when they plateau, it's not such of a like shock because you've just built this guy up. Same with what they were doing with Foden, bro. Last year, saying he's one of the best players in the world and all this stuff. And now when he's having a bad patch this season, it's like people want them to go the other way too much. Where in reality, just be a bit balanced. Say he's having a really good season, but you want him to see him do it next year. That's what I said about Palmer. That's what I've been saying about Saka. You're having a very good season, but can you replicate it the next season, man? Do you understand? Because obviously it's easy to have a season where you're doing very well, but then the next season it might not go well for you. Then when does that end? Like, where does that put you in terms of the position you are as a player? Are you still world class, like people claim you are after one season, or is it a case of you're a very good player but need a bit more experience and a bit more consistency to really enter that world class market? This is why I never really put Arsenal players as world class, because I need to see them do it 4 or 5 seasons in a row and ultimately win silverware at the end of it before I personally can do it. Do you know what I mean? Other people can say, yeah, they're world class, they're top, whatever. But for me personally, my metrics are a bit different, innit? Bro, if Foden goes to Bayern or something, he would become one of the best players in the world. I rate that guy so much. I do think Foden is a good player, but I do think he can be overhyped for England. I don't know if you guys seen the clip of Gary Neville obviously saying that Foden should just be in the team no matter what. And I think stuff like that is like, bro, he's a good player, but you can't be. He's got to earn his keep. Like just because you think he's a good player doesn't mean he just gets put in. If other players are overperforming, just like in anything, bro. Like if other players are overperforming you, or sorry, are being obviously being better than you in certain positions in attacking areas, especially this season, then bro, you got to earn your place, man. You can't just be have a given, just because you're Phil Foden or whatever. But yeah, man. That's why I think the best modern attacking midfielder is Kevin De Bruyne. Man was so consistent. Can't believe people are getting on his back. He's one of the best. Yeah, I mean, obviously De Bruyne just passed his best at the minute. But again, this is what happens when you're in the Prem, bro. Like this is why some players leave before they're like Carragher said, bro. Leave the game before the game leaves you. That's why I think some players leave before obviously they get that season where like De Bruyne is having now, where you can clearly see he's past his best. He can't do the things he could do before in his prime. But yeah, players kind of use that as a metric to be like, oh, this is the player he is now. Kind of not understanding that no, look, this is why he was the best top team or top player, sorry. He's just not at his level anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, he's getting older. He's playing a lot of games. He's won every trophy you can think of. He deserves a bit of wiggle room, man, a bit of leeway, in my opinion. They leave before they get pushed. Look at Son. Again, another one, man. This is what I'm saying. Bro, this is what I mean. Leave before you get pushed, 100%. 100%. And this is why I feel like, controversially, Salah should just leave. Because he's going to get to that point too. Especially if he signs a 2-3 year deal. Brother, his performance is going to deteriorate. And the same happened with Aubameyang. He probably should have just left after he won us the FA Cup, man. And then we all would have held him in such more high regard than a lot of our Arsenal fans don't even rate him too tough now because he went to Chelsea and obviously he fell out with the manager. Everyone loves the manager, so people don't really rate him as much as they normally should or do, considering he literally won us the FA Cup single-handedly, scoring 2 goals in the semi-final and the final. But yeah, he signed a new contract and then he just fell off, man, and was just washed at the end, unfortunately. But it happens, man. Sometimes you just gotta quit while you're ahead, bro, and just get out of there. Especially when you're going of a certain age where you are deteriorating. This is why I don't think we should keep Partey either, because again, his performances are just going to deteriorate. Like he's not ever going to be fit next season, or his performances are not going to be as good. So yeah, man. What do you do? Or who do you think is going to leave first, Ange or Son? Oh, it's got to be Ange, bro. Got to be Ange, man. I think Ange is going to leave this season, innit? As soon as they lose, I got a feeling they're not going to beat Frankfurt, man, just because of how they defend, etc., etc. But yeah, it's crazy. We'll have to wait and see, man. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. Big up Saka back, bro. Yes, he's back, man. Back in training. What do you guys think of it, man? Are you worried that he might re-injure himself again? Obviously, I'm a bit apprehensive. I'm happy. Listen, I like Saka in it, so I'm happy that he looks happy in it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why when I see his training picture, I was like, oh yeah, this is obviously. I'm glad for him. It's mental because you don't want to be injured for the whole season and you're just depressed in it. So I'm glad he's on the football pitch doing a bit of things, but I just don't want the pressure on him being the guy to save us now. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's fair in it. Do you know what I mean? Even if he's match fit or he's fit to come back, bro, I just don't want the pressure on him in it. Just let the guy ease in. So if he's having bad games, I don't want to be like, oh, Saka was rubbish. Like, bro, he just come back from a 4-month injury, bro. He's gonna need a bit of time to get back into the swing of things, bro. Like, and that's what I'm worried about. And also, obviously, the chances of him reoccurring his injury again, innit? So yeah, that is another thing I'm worried about too. Call me crazy, but I don't think Salah is as good as people say he is right now. The team around him is good as well. He covers a lot of his weaknesses. I remember the days when Salah had blistering pace. Yeah, I completely agree, bro. I think from a GA standpoint, this is obviously his best ever season for Liverpool. He's got 27, I think, goals in all comps. No, it might be 30 plus. I think he's got 20. Has he got 27 in the league? I'm not even sure. He's got a lot of goals anyway. And he's got a lot of assists. Obviously, he's got 17 assists in the league, and I think 20 plus in all competition. So yeah, he scored a lot of GA, but I think his first season was better. He was better than this, man, in terms of the goals he was scoring, the impact he was having on games. Obviously, he's more of a moment player now, where he's popping up and having the key moments, but in terms of his actual output of the game, there's not a lot of games where I'm like, all game he's been amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you'll have magical moments to help them win the games. But yeah, I completely agree with that, bro. I completely, and to be fair, stylistically, and bro, I seen a clip of Mahrez. Someone did like a 3-minute montage of Mahrez. Bro, that guy was so underrated. It was crazy. Some of the stuff he could do, dribbling wise, taking people on, the goals he scored was nuts, man. And obviously, he won the league with Leicester and with Man City, and obviously the Champions League. So yeah, crazy, man. Who do you think has a better chance, Arsenal against Madrid or Spurs against Frankfurt? That's a very good question. I'm gonna go. That's a very good question, man. That's a very good question, bro. Obviously, the natural answer would be, Spurs against Frankfurt. But then, I don't. I think Frankfurt are gonna. I think obviously Real Madrid I think are gonna go through, but I think Frankfurt are gonna go through. So it's just who's gonna win by more. I'm not too sure, bro. I'm not too sure, man. You know what? It depends. If Real Madrid are missing those players, like I said, potentially could be missing Mbappe, Rudiger. Who else was it? Mbappe, Rudiger, Vinicius, and Ceballos. If they're missing those players, brother, game on. Even if they miss it for the second leg, if they miss one of the games, bro, it's game on, bro. It's definitely game on because they're 4 of their best players, literally, especially their attackers. Not saying they can't beat us without them because they still could, but yeah, man, it'll definitely be game on. He's becoming like a Ronaldo early in his Real Madrid career. He's just beating people with sheer pace. Then Zidane would put up top because he was losing his pace. He still had his finishing. Yeah. Obviously, Zidane obviously moved further forward a lot older he got. People don't remember in that World Cup in 2006, he was like a number 10 / second striker in it, behind Thierry. So yeah, and yeah, he still had his technical ability. He just didn't really have the legs to do it week in, week out. But bro, Father Time gets us all, like you said, brother. Father Time comes for us all, bro. You just gotta accept it and just try and adapt the best way you can. Big up Kurt, bro. Hope you're well, my man. Hope you're well, brother. Make sure you like the video for your guy. Obviously, Manchester City face Bournemouth tomorrow at the Vitality Stadium, away from home. Kickoff, I think, is 4 o'clock or 4:15 or something. So yeah, make sure you're in there for that game. Obviously, this game 2-0 up for Crystal Palace, man. Even Lamar hit the bar as well from outside the box, so it could have been 3-0 to Crystal Palace, man, which would have been crazy. Would have been very, very crazy. Nice ball over the top there. But yeah, madness, man, madness. But yeah, big up everyone. Hope you guys have enjoyed the international break. Back to business, man. FA Cup this weekend, and then in the week, I'm glad the Premier League is not waiting until next week. They play games in the week and then at the weekend as well. I'm doing all the watch alongs for that, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Entering April, man, crazy, man. The year has gone very, very quick. That's not happening, bro. UEFA not going to ban Real Madrid players because they could choose their Champions League, man. Listen, a brother can hope, innit? A brother can hope, bro. A brother can hope. We need every help we can get, especially with Marino up front, potentially, or Trossard, whatever it is. But yeah, man, Raul Jimenez obviously giving support to Muniz, trying to encourage him to score a few more goals in this game. Real Madrid played tonight. Also, they play again, bro. I mean, that was crazy. I didn't realize Barca played on Thursday, bro, after Spain played, what, Tuesday? Madness, man, madness. I'm looking forward to our Lyon game. Can't wait to get embarrassed. So you're not confident, bro? You're not confident you can do it? Listen, it would not surprise me if Man United won Europa League, bro. It wouldn't surprise me, man. That's just the way football is, man. It would not surprise me, brother, if you guys won it. Especially with you not really caring about the league now. You're not going to get relegated. You can literally just phone in all your league games, bro, and just play the kids in it. Because Southampton are not going to get your points tally, or Ipswich, or who else is in there? Leicester. They're not going to get your points tally, so you're not going to get relegated. Bro, I would just go all in for the Europa, man. Save all your players for that. Bro, you could get back. How? You could get back into the Champions League if you won that. Do you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, if I'm being honest, bro, this is one of the easier years, man. I can't lie. In terms of the teams that are in there, man. You compare that to, obviously, last year where you had Bayer Leverkusen, who won the Bundesliga, got to the final. You had Atlanta, who obviously won it, beat them 3-0. They obviously got to the Champions League through the league as well. And then in prior years, Arsenal have been in it. Chelsea have been in it as well. We had Valencia and Napoli, who were Champions League teams, who were in it too. So, yeah, you don't have that drop down from the Champions League. So, bro, this is a good opportunity for you guys to at least get to the final, man. Lyon obviously are a decent team, but nothing you can't handle. The only real threats I can really think of is Lacazette and your man there as well, that plays for France. Bro, this is the worst United team in history. Don't let any of those players fool you. Now, I hear that, but, bro, it's cup football, man. It's cup football. Obviously, you only have to be good. You only even really have to be good for one of the games. Get a positive result and then just defend in the other one, man, and go through like that. So, yeah, this is why I can't rule you guys out, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? If it was like a league format again, and yeah, I'll probably say, yeah, no, cool. The only player Arsenal would want to ban is Anthony Rudiger. Rudiger will tackle Saka if he plays. Bro, we need them all banned, brother. We need Mbappe gone. We need Vinicius gone. We need all of them, man. Bro, we got Højlund, man. Come on, man. Bro, Højlund's he's on a good goal. I won't even say goal drought. He's on a good goal record at the minute, man. Scored against Leicester, scored against Portugal. That's 2 goals in 3 games, bro. Like, you gotta back your guy, man. You got Trudeau as well. Sorry. I'm hearing that Heaven's injury is not as bad as first feared. So that's good news, bro. So if you can try and get him back ready for pre-season, if you can't make the rest of this season, or maybe ready for a final if you get there, bro, you got to be positive, man. You got to be positive. You've got a couple of decent results in the Europa League. Drew with Arsenal, beat Leicester. I'm not sure you got next. I think you got Manchester City next, who you always do particularly well against. Beat them in the final. You beat them at the Etihad. You should have beaten them in the Community Shield. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. This is the worst Manchester City team in years, and we can still win the FA Cup. Yeah, bro, what's your feelings on tomorrow's game, Kurt, bro? Do you think you're going to win it? Do you feel like you're going to win, tomorrow's game and then go on to win the FA Cup? But yeah, I feel like if you win tomorrow, I feel like you're going to win it. Because I can't see. I mean, I say that, but Man United beat you last year at Wembley. But I can't see one of these lower teams beating you at Wembley. I don't know why. I just feel like you have enough experience, obviously, playing there and the occasion to get through it. So yeah, I feel like if you're gonna lose it, it's gonna be tomorrow, innit, against Bournemouth, man. Bro was atrocious all season. He scored a few goals and he hits the Sue. He's an embarrassment. That was very shameless, by the way. Yeah, this ball into the box here, cleared away, out for a Fulham throw. That was very, very shameless. He needs to read the room. Who is City playing? They're playing Bournemouth away, bro. Bournemouth away tomorrow at the Vitality Stadium. Obviously, they've already lost to Bournemouth this season in the league. They lost 2-1 in the league. So, yeah, Bournemouth have already beaten them this season, man. So, yeah, it's going to be a difficult game, especially if Bournemouth play their top players. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it is one to look out for, man. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, and all of that good stuff. Willian has got a chance to put a decent ball into the box here. William with the corner into an area, headed away, though, by Crystal Palace. Still on the edge of the area, headed on. Here's Iwobi on the left-hand side. Back to William, back to Iwobi. Nice little 1-2 there. Into the path of Pereira. Can he put a ball into the box? He does. Into an area, headed away there by Crystal Palace. Cleared away by Mitchell there, trying to find Wharton. But Fulham get the ball back, and on we go, guys. On we go. Big up everyone tuning in. No, won't be surprised if City goes out tomorrow. Wow, there you go, man. There you go. The game at AFC Bournemouth. Yeah, it's a difficult game, man. It is a difficult game. If it's the City that we know that can turn up, bro, you're winning it. But it's just whether you're going to get that City or if you're going to get that tentative City that don't really show up in their away games against those middle place teams like your Brightons, your Bournemouths. You kind of have struggled against them this season. Aston Villa's another one as well. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I haven't looked at how City have been playing recently. I also don't know if Kurt can give you a quick update, man. Haaland is on fire right now. No, I don't think so, bro. Mamouche has been the guy, bro. Mamouche has been the guy that's been really firing on all cylinders, man. Hat-trick, obviously, in the Newcastle game. I think he scored against Brighton as well. That banger he scored against Brighton. So, yeah, he's been really the catalyst of the guy to really steerhead City into a new direction, man. But, again, it just can't be him. Like, people like Doku have to step up. People like even Savio, I know he's a decent player, but he has to contribute with more goals. Grealish has been non-existent this season. So, yeah, it's just really been Haaland, and Mamouche has tried his best as well. But to only have 2 goal threats, man, is not enough. It's not enough, man. Haaland been decent this season, but he could be much better. Yeah, like I said, he has been levels, though, innit, in terms of, like, this has been his worst season, and he's still got, like, 40 goals. It just shows you how good he is. Just shows you how good he is, man. City have been awful. Yeah, they have. They have been awful for their standards. They have been awful, man. But again, you can still get top 4 and win the FA Cup, man. Which again would be a lot of teams' great season. That would be a great season for like someone like Arsenal. To be fair, getting into the Champions League and winning a trophy. I think a lot of Arsenal fans would take that right now, considering we've not won a trophy in 5 years. So yeah, but obviously you still got to do it, and it's going to be very difficult, especially against Bournemouth, man. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, man. Pulled into the box by Willian. As much as that question gone at you, I remember he asked CR7 if he could do his celebration. He was respecting one of the goats on the spot. Then you have Haaland hitting the suit. Embarrassing. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. It wasn't great. I'll be honest, man. William with the corner ball into the area. Decent area. Headed away again by Crystal Palace. Still in the box, though. Headed away by Mateta. Pereira's going to have a shot now. He's going to go back. But now, I don't know why he did that, man, to be fair. Especially because it wasn't even like a one-off game where they definitely were going to win the game. And they ended up going out in the second leg. So he just kind of looks a bit silly. And yeah, again, the thing is about Haaland, even though I don't really rate him. I like his celebration. The original, the Gladiator celebration is actually so cold. It's just a shame he's on a play that don't score. Do you know what I mean? That would be such a cold celebration for like a Haaland to do or someone ease that to do. Do you know what I mean? An actual gunman. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. And Brian should have beaten us in the last game, played 2-2. Yeah, I did a watch along for that, bro. Yeah, they should have won. McCollum missed that literally an open goal hit over the bar, didn't he, at the end? So yeah, you could have lost that, man. And that was at the Etihad. So again, you've just been like that all season, man. You've just not really got your funk back together. You'd have one or two results where you think, or performances where you think, okay, this is like the City of old. But then you'll just go back to when you play another team where you think, okay, we're going to have to carry that momentum. You just don't really carry it on. And then you end up obviously losing that game. Here's William. Decent ball into Robinson. Cuts it back. Tries to be a back heel. Cleared away by Crystal Palace in the end. Eze, that's a free kick. Good play there by Eze. Relieving some of the pressure, man. The sooner he leaves the club, the sooner we move forward. I generally don't care if he scores a hat-trick back-to-back the remainder of the season. He's one of the problems. He definitely has to be sold on. If not this summer, the next summer, 100%, man. Even if you don't make any money back, you're not going to get 72 million back. You're probably how much do you think you could get for him, bro? Let me know the price, man. Because I've got a figure I think you could get. City not getting Champions League football next season, bro, you'll definitely get it, man. Especially with the top 5. If it was top 4, it'll be like a bit, but top 5, you're definitely still the top 5 teams in the league, 100%, man. I don't think Aston Villa, even Newcastle, are consistent enough to break that mold, in my opinion. I think Newcastle, there could be a bit of a drop off in their form after winning obviously the cup. A lot of excitement with that. So yeah, we'll have to see how they get on actually afterwards, man. To be honest with you, is Pep staying? Yeah, Pep signed a new deal. It was, I think he signed a year extension with an option with another year. So he's definitely going to be there next season for 1 year. And then we'll have to wait and see if he stays for another year, man. 3 to 4 million pounds. Sorry, 3 to 4. 30 to 40 million pounds, sorry. Yeah, that's probably spot on, to be fair. I'll probably say about 35 mil. Which, to be honest with you, to get half your money back after the performances and the goal tally he's got, it wouldn't be too bad. I'll be real. Because he's not like he scored 20, 25, 30 goals a season. Do you know what I mean? He's still on 2. Is he on 2 in the Prem? Or he's on 3 in the Prem. So yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, Pep got us next season. Pep's got next season left at City. I think Italy will take him. Yeah, I think he'll go back to Italy. I think he could go to Holland, Eredivisie. I think he could go there. I think he could go to Bundesliga as well, man. Because he's still at a decent young age. And listen, a team might utilize him in a different way. They might play him like on the wing, like he was at Atlanta. They might play him in a different kind of system, not play him with 2 up front instead of 1. So yeah, there's still a bit of resale value in him because of his age, innit? And obviously he's still a Danish international too. So yeah, no, Brazil, they need a new manager. They've been linked with Ancelotti there, bro. And obviously Real Madrid fans are not really happy with Ancelotti. They say if he doesn't win the league and the Champions League, they want him sacked, innit? Which is crazy. But yeah, I know obviously Brazil have been looking at him. Obviously now they've sacked their manager. This could be a chance for Crystal Palace to make it 3-0. Puts the ball into the box. Eze again. Oh, headed away just about by the Fulham defender, man. And that could have been 3-0 game over. You know their way there. City going to sign Ange Postecoglou, you know. He goes full circle, man. It's who we are, mate. It's in our DNA, mate. You know what I mean? Crazy. He's really young, yeah, but he's not a United player. No, nowhere near the level. Do you know what I'm saying? There is levels to this thing, isn't it? Like, he's just nowhere near the level. I mean, at least you can say he's won a trophy, though. He won the FA Cup last year. So you can take that with him. But yeah, he's a really young player, but he's just not a United player. That's a big club mentality. You win trophies or you get sacked. 100%, man. 100%. And the thing is, they've won trophies. That's the man. They've won 3 trophies this season. I think they won the Super Cup. They won the La Liga Super Cup, I think. And they won another trophy as well. So yeah, but yeah, if they don't win the big 2, he's out there, innit? Ange at City, no thanks. Imagine, bro. You guys will be so open. Pause. You guys will be so open, man. It will be crazy. The high line. Nah, man. Those managers, bro, I don't know how he got away with doing that, but even as long as he did. As soon as people worked it out, he was finished, man. People just low block the thing, and then yeah, he didn't work on defensive issues, similar to Wenger. And yeah, you can score from corners against them. You can score from transitions against them. Pretty simple, man. They have lost, obviously, a lot of their players through injury this season, but they were defensively vulnerable when they had their top players anyway, man. So I wouldn't even put it down to that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't even put it down to that, man. But yeah, corner comes in by Willian into an area headed away though by Crystal Palace again. Could be another opportunity here. Ball into the box, into a decent area headed away again. And again there by Crystal Palace. A little bit of ping ball here, back and forth by Crystal Palace and Fulham. Obviously, still 2-0. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video. Andrew gets sacked at Man City within a year, 100%, bro. How would he, bro? The fact that he would even be linked with that job would be shocking in itself, if we're being honest, because he's not really done a good job at Spurs, has he? Unless he wins a trophy, which I can't see him winning, unless he wins the Europa League, and I can't see him winning that, man. Not with the style of play they play, bro. It's very, very, very open. And I feel like they've just not had a team good enough yet to really. I mean, they just about beat AZ. If people don't clock that, they only just about beat them, man, and they're not great. So yeah, Frankfurt, I think, is going to be a tougher test. I think they're going to go out. But we'll see. If they don't go out, then obviously I think they've got. I think it's Lazio on their end of the group, or their end of the bracket, and I think United have got the Bilbao end. I think. But yeah, you got to be differently built to manage the Prem. Each game is their own battle. 100% agree with that. I thought if your Ancelotti comes to City, for instance, he's scrapes fourth place. Listen, man, but there's a potential that happens, isn't it? Especially if he doesn't have the ready-made players. I mean, I feel like Ancelotti is a top-class manager rather than coach, and he's a manager, and there's different characteristics for it. And he's a manager that if you give him all the right players, he can manage them to win things in it. Whereas some managers can't do that. They can have a very good team, but they don't really know how to navigate between certain kind of opposition and tactics and how to swap players in substitutions or whatever. Where I think Angelo is a master at that. But if he doesn't have the ready-made team, I don't feel he's not like a prime Mourinho, for example. You could take an undercut team and get them to win the Champions League. I don't think he's got that attribute in his skill set, ball into the box. And I think that's evident when you see, obviously, the team he had at Chelsea, the team he had at AC Milan. These are like all-time great players, and he gets them to win big trophies. But then when he doesn't have quite the set, like PSG, or obviously Everton's a big, obviously, example as well, he doesn't really achieve as much as he could do in it. So yeah, I feel like the Premier League is a tough league to manage in 100%. Trent going to Real Madrid is funny. Yeah, the meltdown, man, the crash out from all these Liverpool fans is nuts, man. I've seen a few of their players burn down their shirts and all this, burn down his shirts. That's crazy, man, saying he's a snake, he's a traitor. And for me, man, I feel like you're going to have more energy towards their board, bro. The FSG have got away with murder with this one, man. Considering they've had, not him, but Van Dijk and Salah in the last 3 months of their contracts, bro, at the same time, bro. What is going on? How is the FSG not getting heat for this? This is craziness. Listen, at the end of the day, it's up to the club to sort out the players' contracts in it. They're the employee, not sorry, they're the employee, not the employer. Sorry, they're the employer, not the employee in it. So yeah, bro, it's up to them to sort it out, man. It's up to them, man. Pep, the greatest manager of all time, in my opinion. What over Sir Alex, bro? I still say Sir Alex for me, bro. But yeah, Pep's obviously up there, innit? And Pep is, yes, but he needs to help sorting out this awful City squad. That's 100% true as well. He does need help, man. He does need help. Didn't Trent lose the Champions League final because of his defending? Oh, yeah, the 2022 one, man. Obviously, his lack of tracking back allowed Vinicius to score that only goal in it. That they won it. Why is he a snake? He's going to win another league. From what I understand, why he's a snake is because he's had an interview, I don't know how long ago, 3-4 years ago, where he said he wants to be obviously the captain of Liverpool Football Club. It always means more. He wants to obviously leave a legacy at Liverpool, blah, blah, blah. So Liverpool fans have took that as literal like gospel that he's going to be staying no matter what the contract is offered to him, which I don't think is right. Like, you can want to stay at the club and love the club, but bro, you need to know your worth as well, innit? If they're not offering the money that you expect to be getting, I've seen obviously a graphic of how much he's earning. I think he's earning like 188,000 a week, considering people like Chiesa's earning 150, and he's just got to the club. I can understand why he's a bit frustrated about the money he's getting, not in terms of the actual amount, but the value of it in terms of what he's worth to the club, because he's definitely in the top 3 of most valuable players that they've had at the club, man, especially going forward. So yeah, they're calling him a snake because he's leaving for free. He's not extended a deal to make sure Liverpool get money. But again, I explained that in my video. Go check it out. Trent obviously joins Real Madrid. I explained that, listen, the Trent's not going to have... You got to assume that Trent's not got the best working conditions in terms of the relationship he's got with Liverpool at the minute, because they've not been able to come to an agreement to obviously get a contract over the line. So I don't think it makes sense for him to then trust them to extend the contract and hope they're going to sell him for the money that he expects to be sold for. Like, they could just price him out, and now he's stuck at Liverpool for 4, 5, 6 years, bro. Depending on how long the contract, or another 2 years. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was always going to be he's either going to leave for free or he's going to sign a new deal. It was never, unless Liverpool said 2 years before, "Yo, we're selling you, bro, if you don't sign," which is what teams do. If you don't sign this contract, this is the last offer we're giving you, then we're putting you up for market and we're selling you because you're not going for free. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not going to risk negotiating for you for another 2 years and then you go for free, bro. It's crazy. I don't get the crash out. Yeah, I mean, listen, I understand why they're upset. Obviously, he's a hometown. Just having a look at the game here. Traore and Smith Rowe coming up. Yeah, I can understand why they're upset because, again, he's a local lad. He's won everything at the club. He said he wants to stay forever, blah, 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 blah. I can understand that in it, to be fair. Because if that was Saka, I'd be a bit annoyed. I'll be honest. Like, I would be in it. Like, if he had said that in an interview and then left on a free, yeah, I'll be a bit annoyed in it. But at the same time, the majority of my energy would be at the board. It would be at the Cronkies. And I feel like their energy should be more at FSG in terms of how have you allowed this to happen? He's one of our best players. He should have been sold if he wasn't going to sign a new deal. That's it. Just 2 years ago, bro. Like, and then you move on. Do you know what I'm saying? Or he signs one. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that for me, that's a lack of incompetence from their board, innit? Acting like he's about to join Man United fans, these Liverpool fans. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. He's going to Real Madrid. He's not even in the same league, bro. Like, Arsenal fans had to endure loads of loads of players joining rivals, man, and it wasn't great. I think Pep is better than Sir Alex. Sir Alex was just for above the quality of managers at his time. No way, seriously. Nah, I disagree with that, bro. And I don't even like Man United, but I feel like Sir Alex, man, was just, bro, to win bro, man won 13 league titles. 13 league titles, bro. That is crazy. 13 is nuts, bro. And yeah, man. 13 is crazy. But listen, I can see how you say Pep is. I mean, he won 4 in a row, 100 points, etc. But for me, Sir Alex Ferguson just edges it for me, man. Apparently, he's a snake because he rejected some new contract deals. Yeah, that's what a few people said, innit? He's rejected some deals. That's some of the England that's coming out of the club. That he's rejected some moves. But even if he has, bro, I still don't think that makes him a snake, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because what are they actually offering him, bro? It might not even be a money thing. It might be a thing where, listen, I want X amount of this, and this, and this. Otherwise, I'm going to Real Madrid. Do you know what I'm saying? So it might be a negotiation thing where it's like, bro, Liverpool should have been on the ball. Why, bro? I'm hearing reports that Gabriel is getting lined up for another contract this season, bro. And you only just signed one last year, I think, for like 2028. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, brother, you got to be on your best players. You have to be on them, innit? Like, as soon as it hits 2 years, bro, you're signing this thing or you're getting sold, innit? Is that going to be a penalty? No, he's gone out for a goal kick. Are you watching the other FA Cup game today, bro? Yeah, I am, bro. I don't even want what game is it? It's Nottingham Forest versus someone. I can't remember. Oh, Brighton versus Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I think it's at 5:30 or whatever it is. But yeah, make sure you come back for that, man. I'll be there for that 100%. Playing in sunny Spain against lesser teams away from the English media, playing in the iconic white shirt with the best players in the world, get paid massive wages. Can you blame him? This is what I'm saying, bro. He's won everything at Liverpool as well. He's going to win 2 Premier League titles. He's going to win a Champions League. He's going to win multiple FA Cups and League Cups. He's done everything. He's got loads of assists. He's going to have, I say he was going to have a statue, but he probably won't now. But yeah, this could be a chance here for Fulham. Traore puts the ball into this is what I mean about Traore, man. Not prolific enough, bro. Gets into good areas and no end product, man. Similar to Doku. Liverpool should have said Trent in January. So they've sold Trent in January, for 20 mil or gave him the contract he wanted at Liverpool. This is what I'm saying, bro. Either or either, innit? Like, and this is why I feel like he wouldn't have signed an extension, bro, because if they're not selling it for 20 mil or 30 mil, whatever it was, he might have thought, you know what, that's pretty fair. I've literally got 6 months left. They could get me on a free. They've offered 30 mil. You're going to get 30 mil for me with 6 months left. And look, now he's injured for 2 months. So they could have made it, and he's leaving anyway. They could have got a nice little 30 mil pound, bro, to go towards another striker or another right back. and now he's going to leave for free. So, and you would have got him off the wages quicker. So for me, listen, it's all about decisions, isn't it? Good save there by the keeper from William. Big up, I'm back. Big up, Jake. 1-0 to Luton away. Oh, they're actually winning the game. I would be annoyed also if Foden left on a free. This is what I'm saying. I know our owners wouldn't allow that ever. This is what I mean, bro. This is what I've said. I'm not going to be like, oh, why are Liverpool fans crashing out? I can understand it in it because it is annoying. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a local player that's grew up and you're letting them go, and it's one of your best players. This could be a chance. Fulham. Oh, had him not scored that off the line. Here's a Wobie on the edge of the box. Henderson has a cross block there. That's crazy. Me as a City fan, I would just say Alex. Yeah, I will say Sir Alex as well, bro. Question back. Did you see the quality of the teams in the league? There were like 5 games that mattered each season. Now the league is so much more competitive. See, I disagree, bro, because I feel like the teams were good, but the top teams were just better than them. Well, because you have a look at the teams back then, man. Bro, someone like a Bolton, yeah. Look at the players they had, man. JJ Okocha would probably be the best player in the league, and he was at Bolton, man, and he was a quality player. It was just the players that Man United and Arsenal had, or they're old timers, bro. Like Thierry Henry, old timer, Vieira, old timer. Obviously, you look at Man United, Ryan Giggs, and bro, Ronaldo and Rooney. These are all time players, bro. People put them in their all time in terms of like the Premier League. I'm talking about. So I feel like there was just a better quality of players all around. But obviously, the quality of the top teams were just much clearer than the middle teams. Whereas now, obviously, the top teams have got better players, and then the middle teams, I've got like one good player, and that's like one good player, like a Eze or a Cunha or whatever. And then the rest of the players are not great. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why it's more competitive because the top player, like Arsenal haven't got a striker, Chelsea haven't got a striker. These are these are in the top 4. These are the top 4 players. Where back then, Arsenal had 4 strikers. Obviously, different system, different style of play. But the point I'm trying to make is that the overall quality overall was just a different level compared to now, where there's a lot of players who are not great, but would still Arsenal will take them because their top players are not amazing either. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, for me, I feel like it was a much, even though it wasn't as competitive in terms of points tally and gaps and stuff like that, and Man United won a lot of games. I still think, and to be fair, I say that, but then you look at, bro, Pep's had 100 points. Pep's won the most games. So from that point of view, it's been more competitive back then. I think United won I'm sure United won a Premier League season with like 70-something points or something. Like something 75 or something, which these days wouldn't get like top 5, top 4. So yeah, one of those ones, man. It's one of those ones. But for me, I just feel like the overall quality of the players back then was just a bit higher in it. But Pep is still second. Yeah, I say Alex and then Pep in it personally. English was like Spanish league. Sorry, in Sir Alex's time there were like 5 teams that might have title signing teams. I'll debate anyone that Pep is a better manager than Sir Alex. You got to realize that Pep in fact played against Sir Alex and scored one of his best teams. Now, yeah, but to be fair, if you look at the teams though, bro, the team that you had, I mean, the 2009 team. But again, I think it's what I just said though. If you look at the 2 teams, bro, again, Barcelona had all timers, Thierry, Eto'o, Messi in the same team, bro. Iniesta, Xavi, like that team was ridiculous. That's probably the best team I've ever seen in my lifetime, club team anyway. That 2009 and the 11 team, both of them were just amazing, bro. Obviously, Pep obviously had a lot to deal with it compared to United's team, who again, the 2009 team was very good as well, and I did have a few all-timers in there with Ronaldo, Rooney, and whatever. But the 2011 team was, I don't know how you even got to that final. If I'm being honest, bro, when you look at the team, you're attacking that team. It's only really Rooney, really. That's when obviously the Glazers stopped obviously giving you those top players in the league. And Man United still won the league, bro. When you're getting like Obertan and all these guys, bro. So yeah, man. I think you can't base it off. I think you can't base it off head-to-head records, innit? To be honest, I think you got to base it on longevity, and the fact that Sir Alex won 13. Do you know what I mean? That's a lot of league titles, man. That is a lot of league titles. It made an impression on me at the time. That last time the Premier League was hard was 2016. Pep's boss team against Sir Alex Ferguson's United team at Wembley. That is the game. Yeah, bad. They battered them, bro. My manager beat Alex Ferguson twice, 2009 and 2011. Messi, my goat. Our team was ridiculous as well. The reason why you call Barca all time is that they won against United. It wasn't just Messi; it was the tactics. Yeah, the tactics were top. Barca are my favorite Spanish team because of Pep. Nah, listen, the tactics were top, but the players themselves, bro. Because again, the same. Well, apart from Messi, a lot of those players won the World Cup, bro. Around the same period, won the Euros twice, the same period. That wasn't Pep. That was a different manager, bro. But all I'm saying is the players still were able to implement that style international level, which is seen to be the hardest level, and still win major trophies in a row. Do you know what I mean? So that just shows you how good those players were, bro. Like, I don't think anyone would have beaten them, to be honest with you. It took Jose Mourinho literally a different tactic altogether to beat them in 2010 with that Inter team. Otherwise, they would have won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, innit? Which you got to respect. But listen, it's a good debate. I feel like I said, Pep, obviously is definitely in the top 2. And if someone said Pep's better than Sir Alex, again, I could understand why. But for me, man, for Sir Alex Ferguson to go against Prime Wenger and ultimately get more Prems, Prime. Ozzy Ketia with a goal! He's done it! Call me! Eddie! Call me! Eddie Ketia, you know? Yeah, man. Man's going to go to a semi-final at Wembley. 3-0. Game over, bro. Game over. Eddie, you know? That is crazy. Eddie. That is a madness, man. Eddie, man. Helenda. I won't even look in, bro. Let me see this goal again. Is he onside? Oh, I don't know if he's gonna count, you know. Good finish though, under the keeper's leg. Former teammate as well, Bert Leno. Maybe you knew that. Obviously, the good little reverse psychology pass as well, by the way. He looked like he was gonna pass. And it's gone through his legs. I don't know if he's gonna count though. But they are going to check it for VAR. Sir Alex Ferguson wasn't a tactician. No, he was a great man manager, but that's what it takes. The goal stands 3-0, and Palace going to Wembley. And that takes you so far. I don't know. Pep is just a complete manager. Yeah, but the thing with Pep though, Pep needs a certain level of team. Pep needs a certain level of players to implement his tactics though. Because when he first came to City, they were getting battered, bro. Like they lost to Leicester 4-1. They lost to Everton 4-0. When he didn't have his keeper, he didn't have his fullbacks. So whereas I feel like Sir Alex Ferguson was way more adaptable, man. He could, bro. He literally won the league with Van Persie and Rooney. That was literally it in that team. Because you seen the next season when they finished 7th, when you guys finished 7th or whatever. The team wasn't actually that good, but it's just his man management skills to get you guys over the line at that a period of time. So I do think both of them have got pros and cons in it. Like again, Pep's a much better tactician, but again, I feel like his tactics need a particular quality of player, whereas Sir Alex Ferguson's doesn't really. He can have lower level players and still produce results, even if it's not pretty. And like I said, he went toe-to-toe with Wenger and got more prems than him. He went toe-to-toe with Mourinho, got more prems than him in the end. Then Ancelotti was the same. Bro, he was up against so many good managers and still ended up on top. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas Pep had Klopp, and that's really about it. I'm trying to think who else. Pep's had Klopp, Tuchel, but it's only really Klopp and Arteta that's really challenged him, really. Obviously, Conte won it in the first season, to be fair. So yeah, Conte, Klopp, and Arteta, that's really challenged him. Obviously, two of them have won it. And obviously Slot this season. But again, Pep, Man City are not in the best of form. But you can put Slot, you obviously got to put Slot in there ahead of Arteta because Slot's going to actually win it. So yeah, let's say Slot, Conte and Klopp, yeah. I wouldn't say any of those managers, maybe Klopp, are better than. I wouldn't even say Klopp's better than Mourinho. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you look at the different level of managers, but then they were better, the managers, and he still beat them all. So for me, I just feel like it's a quality thing in terms of you look at the players, you look at the quality of the managers, you look at the quality of the teams as well. Some of the best Chelsea teams in their history, the best Arsenal team in our history. Um, Obviously, the Liverpool team, is it the best in their history? I don't know. You have to ask Liverpool fans. I'm not sure. But then you look at the other teams in the league. I don't think that Conte team is the best Chelsea team in their history. I would assume Chelsea fans would say the Ancelotti team or the Mourinho team was better. And again, Sir Alex Ferguson won the Premier League against them. Obviously, Arsene Wenger's team was better than obviously Arteta's team. So I just feel like the quality of the teams were better, the quality of the managers were better. In terms of head-to-head trophy wise going up in the title races, isn't it? Look how he dominated Klopp. Yeah, no, he did dominate Klopp, man. Klopp only won one Premier League. What would Pep need to do more to be considered better than Sir Alex? That's a very good question, man. That's a very good question. I feel like if he won the Champions League again with Man City, I won another Prem, then that would probably push him over. That would probably push him over, innit? Because then I'd say that because for me, it's more like the longevity of Sir Alex, innit? Like the guy was there for how long and won double-digit Premier Leagues. Now, Pep's won. I don't know how many Pep's won. Pep's won what? One in 2018, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. So he's won 6 Prems in what, 8-9 years, and obviously a Champions League. If he could win a few more and he gets to like 8, which is nearly double figures in more than half the time, man, I feel like that would be enough for me to be like, you know what, look at the longevity, but look at the time difference and how much he's won compared to Sir Alex. Because 8 and 13 compared to the time difference that have been there would be crazy. But obviously 6 is still good as well, and 4 in a row is amazing. But yeah, that'll be for me, bro. A few more. And I feel like Pep knew that as well. That's why he wanted to get to 10 years, man, because he knows, okay, I need to make sure I'm the ultimate GOAT, greatest of all time. Longevity is literally what he's missing now. If you can sustain this, because it's so hard to sustain winning title after title for 20 plus years, man. Do you know what I mean? People have phases where they're good for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and then they fall off. Whereas he didn't, innit? He readapted, changed the team, changed his man, again, not a great tactician, but his people skills, amazing, bro. How he treated certain players, how to rile them up, how he changed different squads and teams. Star's got to be offside, 1v1. But yeah, man, that's just my opinion, man. Big up everyone tuning in. Pep Guardiola needs to win another Champions League with City and probably a few more Prems. Yeah, that's what I said, bro. That's what I said, man. That's what I said. Bro, Sir Alex Ferguson bought all the best players in the league. Tevez from West Ham, Berbatov from Spurs. Now, he did do that, to be fair. He did do that. But at the same time, he's got to win. I saw Alex win 9 Prems. That's crazy, man. 9, you know. 9 is nuts. Also, the reason why I think Pep is ahead is that every relevant manager have had a brush up with Pep. Pep Guardiola got top 4 in his first season at City with a half of a team being awful. Arteta, Ten Hag, Company, Ornery, Enzo. People say Pep's ruined football, no chance. Just haters and other managers trying to think they're him. Palace went from relegation at the start of the season to FA Cup semi-finals. What a glow up. Yeah, big up Ahmed, bro. Yeah, is it, bro? Their last form in the last half of the season has been tremendous, man. Been slept on as well, bro. No one's really talking about it too much. But the fact that we're near the bottom and have come like mid-table in the Prem, and like I said, going to Wembley, man, and they've got a good chance. They've battered Fulham here 3-0, comfortably at their ground as well. So yeah, man, big up. Pep didn't ruin football. He changed it forever. I don't think he ruined it. I just feel like a lot of managers have took he trying to be like him, but they're not like him, innit? And that's why you've got the different versions of Pep ball that's not really Pep ball that looks like he's ruined it, but only Pep can do it because he's obviously he's created his own particular style. Where I feel like people like Maresca and Arteta need to really create their own kind of stylistic style in it, rather than trying to go on Pep. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion in it. But now, man, just going what you said in terms of obviously Pep going against every relevant manager. No, he has, man, he has. But again, Pep has made sure that he's got certain players in his team as well, man. Pep saw Ronaldinho because he didn't fit his system. How many managers can do that? No, he did, man. He's a go. No, he's top, man. He's top. I was acting like an 8-point gap was a 30-point gap. When was this? Oh, you're about obviously this season or when you were up against Pep. But yeah, man. Obviously, pick up everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. After you beat Chelsea, I said 12 points gap big enough. Oh yeah, you did. Nah, yeah, you did, Jerker. That's the thing, bro. Like, nah, yeah, it's more than big enough, man. Bro, we're in that games. There's only 9 games left. There's only 27 points to play for. So yeah, that's nearly half the games points wise. We've got to drop. So yeah, that's more than enough, man. If it was like 6 or 7, and I remember we've still got to play you guys at Anfield. So if we would have beat you, that it would have been like 3 or 4. Then you're talking. But yeah, even if we beat you, like I said, it would only be 9 points. So yeah, man, you're good, man. You're right. And we don't play you for now anyway. We play May time. So we would have to have played you like next game, beat you then, put it to 9, and then it would have been a bit. Oh, okay, it's 9 points now. If Liverpool drop another game, lose another game, it could be 6, etc., man. But yeah, Google is funny. I just typed in how many prems he's won, and it says 6 with 115 silver platters. Bro, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. Hating, man. Here's Smith Rowe trying to get a consolation ball into the area, headed away though. So current, I will consider Pep the best manager around. So looking at my team and you dropped into that team, would he do any better at United? Absolutely not. The players are the problem. I mean, to be fair, you ain't got the players to play his style anyway. So, yeah, I suppose you're right. To be fair, Amarin needs the season and next season. We'll see though. We'll see if he gets it, man. Because a lot of managers, when they first come, we always say they need 2-3 seasons, but they never get it because ultimately results dictate how long you get in it. So yeah, if he gets some of the players, he needs to do decent. Like he can't be doing what he's doing this season, brother. He ain't gonna run, especially after obviously. Because for me, if he doesn't win Europa League, he's already going to next season with a lot of fans, in my opinion, on okay, we're looking to see you do something now, rather than okay, you've done so well, we're gonna give you a bit of leeway. And I think that's a lot of difference in terms of how tolerable people are. For example, again, if you don't win Europa League, you finish 15th, 16th, and then next season you lose your first 2 games, everyone's going to be on him, bro. They are in it because it's going to just revert back to what you did last season. That's how it works. So for me, he needs a strong end to the season, man. Whether it's winning a few games, bringing a bit more optimism, and then you go into next season where people are a bit more optimistic at the start, rather than thinking, okay, this season you gotta show me something, man. We want to see something a bit better than last year, and you're already on the back foot if it doesn't really go the way you want to at the start of the season, man. Arteta are gonna get another 5 years. It's gonna be a 10-year project. Hopefully not, bro. Like I said, now we got Berta in, who's sporting director. Obviously, he's above Arteta. He's the guy that can actually sack Arteta, by the way, if he's not doing what he wants him to do in terms of his overall vision of the club. He can actually sack him. So yeah, that is actually a bit of hope. Whereas before, when Edu was there, it was more like a friendship, like a partnership. We do things together. We console each other. Even though Eddie was higher than him, he was never going to sack him in it. Do you know what I mean? Because he was Arteta had obviously when Arteta came in, obviously Edu and Arteta obviously knew each other anyway, so it was kind of more of like a bromance friendly thing. But yeah, man, that's the only hope I've got, fam. To be fair, that's the only hope I've got. George Graham, Arsenal's best ever manager of all time. Yeah, a lot of people say that, man. Obviously, It's a bit more before my time, but I've seen the tapes of obviously Anfield '89. The fact that that was basically the equivalent of beating like Real Madrid at the time, because Liverpool were the best team in Europe in it and never lost at home. Never mind more by 1-1 goal. We beat them 2-0 at Anfield. So yeah, obviously he won titles for us as well and cups. So yeah, man. But obviously for me, it'll be Arsene Wenger because I've seen him in it. But yeah, it's crazy. How long did Liverpool take to win the league under Klopp? I want to say 3. It came in 2016, innit? I won it in 2020. But he won the Champions League the year before. So that's what gave him the, you get me? So he won the Champions League within 2 years, I think. 3 years? He came in mid-season. So he won the Champions League within 2.5 years and then won the Premier League within 3.5 years. So yeah. Bro said hope. Laughing emoji. Yeah, nah. That's the only thing I can hope on, man. Literally, otherwise, you're right. He's going to be staying in for time. Bro, take me back to Monday night before the Tuesday night game when the downfall started. Yeah, bro, it's been a terrible month for you, man. I'll be real. Luke going out to PSG, Trent getting injured, losing the cup final, then Trent announcing he's leaving, then Van Dijk obviously getting knocked out of the Nations League as well. Bro, it's been a terrible, terrible month for you guys. I mean, it's nearly done anyway, though, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the month's nearly done. Come midweek, you'll be flying in it. Do you know what I mean? You man will be flying. But yeah, man, we'll have to wait and see. 2 minutes to go till this game is over. Crystal Palace absolutely battering. Battering, man. These guys. I'll be so real. And despite the stress of my club gives me, I look at your managers, at your club manager talking about balls and running away from the interviews, running back and forth like the Flash. It makes me smile. That's made me laugh as well. To be fair, I don't know what he's been on this season, man. His interviews have been crazy. Interviews have been crazy, man. Tops will have no hair by the time Arsenal win next win the league. Nah, legit, man. Well, I probably won't do, to be fair. I probably won't do. Crystal Palace play better football than my club this season. Now they play all right, man. They play all right. They probably deserve to win the game. Eze been amazing, and Ketia coming on with another goal. So yeah. Liverpool account posted vote our player of the month. Literally no one. LOL. Yeah, who would it? Yeah. What, Salah? I don't even know who it would be, man. I mean, didn't you win a game at the start of the month? Oh, what a goal there by Eze, just replaying it again. I'm sure you beat Newcastle and someone else. Top's going to be talking about Thierry in 30 years and how his club came second back to back. Forget the second thing. I'll never mention that again. I'll be honest. But Thierry, he's looking like it, bro. I'll always mention Thierry, man. Good club record goal scorer, bro. He's always getting a mention, in it. I can't lie. But yeah, based off the fact that we're not probably going to do anything in the next 10, then yeah, you are right on that point. That is going to be a bit of a sticky one. Still, I'll be honest, man. Unless we get our act together. The thing is, we are close, man. We just need a proper manager and a few players in decent key areas, and then we're there. You know what I'm saying? We've got the base, man. We've got the defense, in my opinion. Obviously, now we need to revamp the midfield, and we need some new attackers. And then we get that. We're there, bro. I'll be honest. In 30 years, PSG, Southampton. Oh yeah. Yeah, Southampton as well, yeah. I hear that. Who do you think will win the league first? Arsenal, Man United? I still think Arsenal will win it before Man United, you know. Man United got a lot of work to do. And again, for me, the jury's out on Ineos, innit? Because I've not been too impressed with how they've been dealing with things in terms of the whole mess with Ten Hag and then bringing Amorim, not giving him plays in January was weird. Yeah, they've got a bit of work to do. For you guys, yeah, you need a clear out more than anything, innit? I'll be more worried about getting rid of players. And this is why, to be fair, even though I don't really like the word process and project, but it is going to take you a few years to get rid of all those players, man. And then signing players that are better, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You got a lot to get rid of. Talk about Casemiro, Eriksen, Højlund, Onana, Maguire eventually. These guys that have been okay for you guys, even they need replacing, but you need to get rid of the ones that are terrible first, innit? In my opinion. And eventually you're going to have to replace Bruno, he's 30, going to 30, his 31st year. So he's going to need replacing at some stage. Unless you're going to be playing him at 34, 35. So yeah, for me, I just feel like you just got more work to do than we do, innit? If I'm being honest. And obviously, again, Amarin needs to prove himself at Man United. Obviously, he was a good manager at Sporting, but again, you're only as good as your last job in it. Obviously, you got to give him a bit of time. But yeah, obviously, you have to wait and see if he's good enough to steer you guys forward to win a Premier League. Obviously, difficult to do, but with Pep obviously winding down, Slot just coming in, there is an opportunity for you guys to do something in it. But yeah, again, every season is different. It's not linear just because you're terrible this season. If you make the right moves next season, then you definitely could be in for a shout of being obviously in a higher position than you are this season, of course. But you have got a bit to do, though, man. You have got a bit to do. But we'll see. Well, performance by Crystal Palace, Fulham defensively today have been absolutely awful. 100% agree. Only a couple of seconds left. You're as good as your last season. I can see Arsenal imploded, selling their players, best players like Saliba. Potentially, man. Potentially. We'll have to wait and see with that in it because, again, Berta, I need to see what Berta does in it because remember, he's going to be in charge of player sales, player obviously purchases as well. And that's it. Full time, guys. 3-0 to Crystal Palace. They are going to Wembley in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, their first appearance since 2016. A comprehensive win against Fulham away at Craven Cottage. Goals from Eze, Sarr, and Eddie Nketiah to make it 3-0. And what a victory, man. They are going to Wembley. What season they're having. And then potentially Eddie Nketiah could be winning silverware before Arsenal after leaving Arsenal. That is crazy, man. But yeah, Eze taking pictures with the Fulham fans for some weird reason. But yeah, he's obviously got man of the match. Eddie gets a goal. And happy days for Crystal Palace, man. Happy days for Crystal Palace. Was you jealous that Oren didn't win the Champions League with Arsenal? 100%, bro. 100%. Especially when obviously he had the chances in the final to win it. I've never actually watched that final back, by the way. And since it obviously aired in 2006. But yeah, 100%, man. But it wasn't meant to be. Hopefully, I can see us win it in my lifetime before, yeah, before that actually happens, man. I miss Premier League football, 100%. Me too, man. Can't wait for it to come back in midweek. Football changes very quickly, mate. Look at Klopp. Look at the Italian manager at Chelsea. I can't remember his name now. Yeah. Arteta needs to prove himself as well. 100%, bro. Hey, listen, you're preaching to the choir here, bro. 100%. He definitely does need to prove himself, man, that he can actually be a winner at a top club. Because yeah, one FA Cup ain't cutting it, bro. In 5 years, it ain't running with me, man. It ain't cutting. It ain't fitting the mustard. I can't lie. So yeah, he needs to fix up. Clubs don't get cups for coming second against two different teams. 100% fact, man. Crystal Palace will win the FA Cup. Big statement. Big up Bilic, bro. Big statement, man. Well, you don't think City are going to win it? Random. Eddie winning the trophy after leaving Arsenal would be glorious. That would be crazy. Nasty work, man. Now, I'm trying to think if there's any other Arsenal players left in it now. Nottingham Forest. To be fair, there's obviously my man's there as well. Matt Turner's still at Crystal Palace too. So it'd be him and Eddie winning it if they won it. I think Arsenal, I think Crystal Palace is the only former Arsenal players that are at a club that's still in the FA Cup. Bournemouth, we ain't got any. Man City, we ain't got any. Brighton, I don't think we've got any. And Nottingham Forest, we haven't either. So yeah, Aston Villa, Emi Martinez could be another one that wins a trophy before us. So yeah, no, great, man. I miss Bilic, man. Now we got the Dutch Maguire alongside the real Maguire. Arteta needs to prove his fake hair. These comments are funny, man. Big up everyone, man. Make sure you guys like the video if you're not already. Subscribe to the channel. Aston Villa, if it's not City. Yeah, Aston Villa got a great chance, man. Who do you think is better in the Prem, Ronaldo or Salah? Oh, that's a very good question, man. That's a very good question, man. See, Salah's got the longevity in it. Do you know what I mean? Because, but then, I feel like Ronaldo was a better player though. Even though the GA was, and this is what I mean about GA, you gotta, bro. Ronaldo was literally the best player in the world. That's why he won the Ballon d'Or because he was the best player in the world at Man United, innit? Where I don't think Salah's ever been the best player in the world, bro. At Liverpool, I feel like there's always been someone that's better than him, even though he's been one of the top 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. But with the Ronaldo, he literally was the best, innit? He was better than Messi at the time in 2008. He was, because I remember it, innit? So yeah, he was the best player, bro. So I feel like it's Ronaldo, but a lot of people will say Salah because of the longevity, the amount of goals he scored for Liverpool, the GA, or whatnot. But yeah, and I don't like Man United, but thinking back at how Ronaldo played and how he was perceived and how he was, and obviously he went for what 90 million to or 80 million to Real Madrid, which is probably the equivalent of like 300 million now. Back then, 80 million was ridiculous. That was ridiculous, like unheard of money. Like no one would pay that for one player. So, like I said, it would be like the equivalent of like 300 mil now. And that's how much he went for. And that was the season after he was the best player in the world. So, yeah, man. I would say for that peak alone, Ronaldo was better. But then for longevity wise, at the top level, because obviously Ronaldo was only really at the top for about 3 years. I'd say 2006, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Whereas Salah's it's been 4, 5. So yeah, it's crazy, man. You can never write City off there. City 100%. Ronaldo won more trophies also. Salah, Ronaldo didn't stay long enough. He flourished in La Liga. Yeah, but Ronaldo's one peak is better than Salah's peak. That's all I'd say, even though he wasn't there for long. Ronaldo's peak was clear. He won the Ballon d'Or. He won the Champions League and the Premier League in the same season. Like, yeah, his peak was just better, man. Salah is a very productive player, isn't it? But I wouldn't say he's one of my favorites to watch. And I wouldn't put him in terms of an actual player. He's like it's a weird one, man. Because he does score really good goals, but his actual play leading up to the goals, it's not something I remember, innit? I'll be honest. Like, there's been so much more elegant players. People obviously have a debate with him and Hazard. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Even like Mahrez as well is another player that stylistically he was just more appeasing on the eye. I don't know. Mahrez is better than Salah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Salah is a robotic player who gets GA, while Ronaldo is a way better footballer, and he played in an era where defenders were Brexit. That's why Ronaldo is better. I don't judge players on GA. No, I hear that as well, man. I hear that as well. I feel like, again, Salah, again, it works well in a certain type of system. I don't think he'd work well in a possession-based system, if I'm being honest, where you're not playing balls in the box. It's more about possession, and waiting. I don't know if he could suit that. He's obviously better in transition, as well. So yeah, it's a difficult one to really judge, because, like you say, back then the defenders were better. The players that Ronaldo was facing were obviously, in terms of defenders wise, he was up against Terry, he was up against Sol Campbell, he was up against all of these guys, man. Compared to obviously Salah now, who's he actually up against? The best defender is Van Dijk, who plays with him. You can say Gabriel Saliba. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to think of any other defenders I'll remember in about 2 years' time that plays for any of the teams. And I don't think there's anyone, bro. I don't think there's anyone. Whereas obviously in that era, you had Carvalho, you had obviously, like I said, Terry, you had Sol Campbell. Obviously, you had all the United defenders as well. Yeah, there was a bit more. There was a bit more defensively versatility there, man. Only the ODs remember the second coming of the Galacticos: Ronaldo, Kaká, Benzema, Xavi Alonso, Khedira, Arbeloa, you know, crazy. Ronaldo 2007, 08 is the best individual season of any other Prem player. He missed the pen, bro. Salah is awful when he's not getting GA. True, he's not great when he's not getting GA. He got very lucky with the slip. Ronaldo scored in the Champions League final, though. Yeah, he did score. He was a very good header as well, to be fair. He did actually score in the final. I know we missed the penalty, but anyone can miss a penalty. I wouldn't say, look how many penalties he scored in Champions League finals for Real Madrid as well. So, anyone can miss a penalty, man. I rate longevity. I do as well. Peak over longevity, that's a fact. Yeah, it's you know what it is. I feel like, because the thing is with the longevity, it's not like Ronaldo fell off. He just left, didn't it? So, who knows what he could have done with Man United if he would have stayed? He could have surpassed what he did in 2007-8. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't know. No one knows, innit? So that's why I feel like the longevity thing isn't quite as prevalent in this argument compared to others, because it's not like he stayed, fell off, and then longevity-wise, Salah just kept it up for longer. He still was very good for Real Madrid. He just left that particular league. But yeah, when he was there, even though he was obviously there for 2 or 3 seasons, that one season, bro, crazy. It is up there for one of the best individual. I mean, I think I did a short, bro. The amount of stuff he won in that one season, man. You're talking the Premier League, the Champions League. He won the Golden Boot. He won obviously the Ballon d'Or. He won about 8 trophies, bro. Individual awards and obviously proper trophies as well. Like it was crazy that year. So yeah, it was a very good individual year for him in particular, man. Ronaldo's first season of United is better than any other version of Salah. Wow. If he lost that final, the trajectory of his career changes. Potentially, but he didn't lose it, bro. He didn't lose it. John Terry slipped in it. John Terry slipped. But to be fair, if he lost that final, I feel like he would have just went. He would have went Real Madrid that season. Because obviously his excuse would have been, "I want to win the Champions League. I ain't won it at United." Blah blah blah. But I feel like you were able to keep him for another season. And obviously Sir Alex Ferguson promised him, "You win the we'll sell you the next season, innit?" And that's why they won the Premier League the next season. Because he stayed. Because then the season after, Chelsea won it. So yeah, man, you've got to look at it from that perspective. In terms of how good Sir Alex was in terms of being able to keep players longer than probably anticipated as well. But yeah, for me, it's a good debate, man. It is a good debate. I can't lie. But at the same time, obviously, I think it just depends how old you are and if you remember Ronaldo's prime. Because a lot of people remember Ronaldo now compared to how he was at Man United the first time, where man was, bro, he was skinning up players, he was dribbling past players, he was scoring different types of goals, headers, right foot, left foot, bro. It was crazy, crazy, man. So yeah, Lampard or Gerrard? I'll go Gerrard, bro. I think Gerrard's better than Lampard in it. I think Lampard's underrated though. I do feel like a lot of people say, "Oh, well, he was just in a system that helped him score goals," but there does take a lot of certain skill set to anticipate where the ball's going to go every single time and you to finish it. And not a lot of players can do that in it on a consistent basis. So the fact he got 20 plus goals on numerous occasions, you got to respect. But I just think Gerrard was just an overall better player in it in terms of his passing, shooting, whatever. And a bit and more versatile as well in terms of his positioning and how well he could play in a certain position compared to Lampard. But yeah, still a good debate though. Ronaldo's first season, he was doing so many step overs, 100%. Ronaldo cut all that out, step overs out, and started to focus on output and pure output. Why people acted like he only did step overs before I watched him, his output was not great. Yeah, before, to be fair, before the you know what? He still was doing skills in the 2007-8 season. Not as many. Like the first season, he was doing ridiculous amount of step overs. That was the highlight of his overall like period when he came. That was like a highlight reel because obviously no one had really seen that apart from JJ Okocha. No one had really seen someone do that many like skills in a game in it at one time. Like he was just doing skills every time he got the ball. He was just doing skills in it. So he obviously calmed down a little bit, but he's still doing step over. I remember it was still scoring step over goals in like 2007-8. It was only when he went to Madrid, really, where he stopped doing that and he just became like a poacher in it. And that was after like a couple of seasons when he got there, he was still doing the step over thing. But then after probably like 2010, 11, 12, that's when he started just output in it. But that just shows you how good of a player he was, that he could do both in it. He could do the skill thing and score. He could do the output thing and score. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. Ronaldo scored insane goals at United, especially his free kicks. Yeah, the one against Portsmouth was a crazy, man. Scholes clears. Scholes control games. Remember, he came out of retirement because United was struggling. Yeah. Scholes was top, to be fair. Proper controller, innit? If you wanted to stop Man United, man, you just had to stop Scholes, innit? I'll be honest. In terms of doing anything, because he was just a controller. Do you know what I'm saying? He was the controller, man. But yeah, here's a mad one. Lampard second. Oh, you don't rate Gerrard? That's crazy. He was doing so many step overs, he got flamed by Rude and all of his teammates. Yeah, he did. People were his teammates were starting to get annoyed with him in it because he wasn't putting the ball into a certain area. He was just messing about, and ultimately, he was starting to cost his obviously his team goals in it. So that's why he kind of refrained from doing it as much. Do you know what I'm saying? To be fair, so yeah, that is one of the criticisms of him, I guess, at the time. But yeah, man. But pick up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Still, obviously, Thinking about the game. Crystal Palace beating Fulham 3-0, you know. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, man. Yeah, I got the rage baiting, but Ronaldo's first season doesn't clear Salah's best season. Yeah, not his first season. I would say definitely that 2007-8 season, definitely. And I can't. I'd have to look back and watch him in the 2000 in the next season afterwards. I remember he wasn't as good, but he was still good in that season. And the season before the big one, he was good as well. So I'd have to see, watch them back, man. But yeah, man, I have to watch them back still. I'll have to watch them back still. But yeah, man. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video if you've not already. Subscribe to the channel. If you've not already, man, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing? Let me redirect. But yeah, man, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, Salah was at 8 seasons in the Prem, and he's the best player of the season only one time. It's this season, while Ronaldo was the best player of the season for 3 seasons in a row. Yeah, can't really argue with that either. And not only that, bro, he was the best player in the world. The best player in the world, bro. You know who I miss? RVP, United legend. Now we got a Poundland, Haaland up top. Disrespecting our legends. Would you say that? Obviously, this is an interesting thing. Would you say RVP is a United legend? Then is it just because he won you the 20th league title? Because apart from that season, he didn't really do too much for you guys, did he? Like, obviously, he was injured quite a lot for the rest of the time he was there, which is obviously the problem that Arsenal fans had with him. He was very injury prone. Only really had 2 fit seasons at the Emirates. One where he got 20 goals, and then the last season where he got 30, and then obviously he left. But yeah, it's interesting that you say he was a legend. And what tier of legend as well, because surely he's not the same legend as like a Giggs or a Scholes or even a Keane, guys that won multiple league titles for you guys. Obviously, Van Persie only won one. So, yeah, or Rooney, for example. There must be obviously levels to it, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Or is he a cult hero? Who knows? But yeah, Van Persie, obviously, all bias aside, him obviously leaving Arsenal for United. Quality player, man. Very, very good player. He would be the best striker in this era, man. If I'm being honest, in the league, just in terms of his actual playing style, he can score goals, but he can link up play. He's technically off the rail, off the scale. Could pass, could score different types of goals, volleys, tap-ins, headers, long range, short range, free kicks, penalties, all of that stuff, man. Or maybe a cult hero. Big up Carlos back in the building, says RVP ain't no legend. This is what I was thinking, man. Because if he's a legend, then bro, what about the rest of them, man? That won 5, 6, 7, 8 league titles, man. What are they? He's got to be a cult hero, surely. I know B Walsh tried to tell me he was a legend as well, but I'm just like, nah, no way. Not for winning one compared to that other man that won 10, 11, or whatever it was. I mean, what Scholes won how many? How many do we? What, you won 11, innit, or something? Listen, mate, if these current players win you the league, they're going to be legends. Nah, boy, it's a bit different because we've not won it for 20 years. So it would have been one of them things where we've not won it for so long. These are the first players that have won it for us for ages. So it's a bit different. You guys won it like a couple of seasons before and you were winning it regularly. So yeah, nah, I think it's a bit different still. I'll be real. If he was like, for example, like the people say like Steve Bruce is a legend and whatever, that era, like 92, 93, when obviously you guys was first starting to win it in it, even like Paul Ince or whatever. But obviously that was because you guys hadn't won it for ages, so you were still starting to win the Premier League on a regular basis, and those are the players that were doing it. So it's a bit different, I think you got different levels and different Obviously, elements where people can win it maybe once and not win it for ages, or if you're just winning it within a level of you winning it every other year, then I feel like you just kind of merge in with the rest. It hits different. RVP is better than any Chelsea attacker. RVP is basically Berbatov level of legacy. Vidic hasn't mentioned York and Cole ever. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And they won the Champions League as well as league titles. This is what I mean. Like, it's got to be levels to this, man. You can't be calling RVP legend, but then these man, what are these man then? These man are going to be higher than RVP, surely. They won the Champions League. And they won the treble, sorry. What am I talking about? They won the treble, as well as all the league titles on top of that. So, yeah, man, I feel like he's if you're calling him a legend, he's like the lowest one, like the low level. If there's 10 levels, he's number 10, man. He's got to be, surely. Because, yeah, there's so many other players that have done so much more for the club that I've got to be higher. I'm sorry. Even like Beckham, man. 4, 5, 6 league titles. How many he won? Yeah, come on. You can't group these leagues together. You got to respect them individually. Yeah, United didn't win a league for 30 years. Yeah, they didn't, man. This is what I'm saying. So, them man at the start, I can see why they get a bit more ratings than obviously maybe a RVP. Do you understand? Because yeah, it was a long time since they'd won it. So to be the first group of players to win it, you're gonna get a bit more ratings, isn't it? Because you brought the club back to success after such a long period where there would have been a load of players that were good that weren't able to do it. York and Cole over Salah. I hear it. I hear it. Carlos going to be saying Barry still a Chelsea legend in a few years. Then go back to talking about Drogba. All right, James, big yourself up, man. There is levels, 100%. Bro, just remembered. Bro, you just remembered the Vidic. Laughing emojis, laughing emojis, man, everywhere, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already, bro. Like, what is going on with you people, man? Make sure you guys like up the thing. What's going on, people? Well, yeah, man. Yeah, there's definitely levels to this, man. Like, there's no way. I'm trying to think of other players that you had during that period of time, innit? Like, where would you put even like Carrick then? Because Carrick won the Champions League, won multiple league titles, very good player, underrated player. He's going to be ahead of RVP, surely. Do you know what I'm saying? The contribution. Jason Park, bro. What about that guy, man? He won the Champions League as well. Multiple league titles too. Like, bro, there's too many, man. There's too many players ahead of RVP, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, even to be fair, you say about Berbatov, bro. How many he won? What, 2 prems, 3 prems, 2 prems? So even he won more prems than the RVP there, and he finished. I'm sure he won I don't know if he won the Golden Boot, but I'm sure there was a season where he got like 20 plus goals for them. I think it was the 2010-11 season, man. When he got X amount of goals and they won the league. Similar to obviously Van Persie, and obviously he won the league in 2009 as well. So yeah, but yeah, it's crazy. Dimitar Berbatov, you know. Let me see what he won, man. So yeah, there was one season, 2010-11. You got 20 league goals, 21 goals on all comps. 20 league goals in 32 games is pretty decent record as well, to be fair. You got 15 goals for Fulham in 33 games. That's Premier League goals as well. That's decent too. Let me see what he won. So yeah, he did. He won 2 Premier League titles. Obviously, he actually won a League Cup for Spurs as well. He was in that team. The last trophy they've ever won. Won a League Cup for Man United. And the Club World Cup. So he won 5 trophies for Man United. Yeah, he's gonna be higher than RVP. I can't lie. Yeah. It's nice to have multiple legends, mate. No, I hear it. Park over Lampard. Bramian Juve. Yeah, I forgot about him, man. Did he win it as well? I can't remember. I can't believe it. Park got me to become a United fan. Nah, I hear that, bro. I hear that. We have the most legends out of any Prem club and top 5 in the world. Nah, you know what? You can't really disagree, man. It's the amount of Prems you've won, and the amount of players that have won multiple Prems. It's hard to disagree, man. To be fair, it's hard to disagree. Bro sold me a poison pill. Tevez over Van Persie. Oh, what? It says a legendary status at Man United or just player in general, man. If it's legendary status, hey, I know he went to City, but bro, Tevez won the Champions League, won multiple Prems as well. Hard to argue that still. I'll be honest. Hard to argue that still. You know what I found funny though? I'm sure I put his stats in before. He actually didn't score that many goals for Man United. I thought he scored way more than he actually did, innit? He won the golden boot for Man City. Um, um, or was it 2011 he won it? Let me have a look, man. So yeah, he's only there 2 seasons. He got 14 goals in 34 games, and then he got 5 goals in 29, and that was it. That was it, brother. That was it. Yeah, he didn't even score 20 goals for them in the Prem. And then for City, 23 goals in 35, 20 goals in 31, 11 goals in 34 was his last season, innit? So City was a bit more of a gunman, innit? You get me? But yeah. But yeah, man, in terms of trophies, he got his 2 Prems, his Champions League, his League Cup, then he got a Prem for City FA Cup as well. And yeah, he got the golden boot 2010, 2011, man. For Man City. So yeah. I thought he scored more. I thought he scored way more goals, man. I don't think legend status is determined by how a player leaves the club as well. Got to be on good terms. But I mean, nah, I disagree though, bro. Because Ashley Cole for Arsenal, he's still going to be a legend, isn't it? Even though people don't rate him, partly Invincibles. You get me? Obviously, people hate him, but yeah, isn't Bell? So Bell isn't a Real Madrid legend. Yeah, Bell definitely is a Real Madrid legend, man. What the hell? Amount of Champions League final goals he scored. One La Liga as well. That goal, bro, him and that Zidane goal are the 2 best Champions League final goals pro Real Madrid players have ever scored, in it. So yeah, crazy, man. Because him and Madrid had beef at the end. Yeah, man, they didn't really take to him anyway. But yeah, he's got to be a legend, man. He's got to be a legend. Bell didn't leave on good terms. Nah, man. Tevez for performance though, he was like a bulldog pressing machine. It's like it would be saying like Figo is a Barcelona legend. It's not all about titles and cups. Nah, but that's a different situation though, isn't it? Because I don't think Figo was as successful for Barca as he was for Real Madrid, if I remember. Let me have a look at the Nah, to be fair, he did win a few trophies for Barca. So he won 2 La Ligas, 2 Copa del Reys, Cup Winners' Cup, and a Super Cup for Barca. And then for Real Madrid, he won 2 La Ligas. He didn't win any Copa del Reys. He won the Champions League though, and Super Cup and Intercontinental Cup. I'm guessing that's the Club World Cup now. They just renamed it. So yeah, and obviously he won the Ballon d'Or while he was at Barcelona. He won the Ballon d'Or, innit? Nah, Bell won them 2 Champions Leagues, LOL. Ashley Cole is Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, fun fact, I don't know if you know this. Ashley Cole actually won more Premier League titles for Arsenal than Chelsea. So yeah, that's a little fun fact that not many people know. If Thierry went to United, you don't think he wouldn't get legendary status? I still would. He still would have. People wouldn't like him, but if he would have, bro, if he was our all-time goal scorer, he would have to, man. What do you mean? We're just not going to mention who scored the most goals for the club. Nah, he would have to, bro, by default, innit? You know what I'm saying? People still call George Graham, and he is a legend of Arsenal, the manager, and he managed Spurs, bro, afterwards, and won them a trophy, and he's still manager. Like, yeah, I don't think it. How you leave, I don't think it dictates if you're a legend or not, man. To be honest, I think it dictates how much people talk about you in terms of a legend. Obviously, more people would be like, don't really want to talk about him because of how he left, but they still have to acknowledge he's a legend compared to if they would have stayed and then you might get statues like Shearer and whatever. Vardy will get a statue compared to if he would have left, but he still would have probably got legendary status. Like if Vardy would have went to Arsenal in 2016, he still would have got legendary status because he won them the league, as well as I think Mars and Kante will still get legendary status for Leicester because he's won them their only like league title in their history of the club. So they're all gonna get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So no matter if they leave for rivals or whatever. So yeah, but Bailey's a Real Madrid legend. Look at what he's done for Madrid. They disrespect him at the end, 100%. Drogba, best Champions League final goal of all time, whatever. It wasn't even a corner, was it? Carlos, you're just so biased, 100%, bro. Bro, Figo retired at Barca. He would be a legend of Barcelona. He was adored. He was their captain too. Yeah, I guess. I mean, to be fair, that you've picked an example that's probably that and the Sol Campbell one's probably the two worst in terms of players going to rivals ever, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like if Sol Campbell won Tottenham a trophy. They're like exceptions, innit? But majority of the time, man, people would still regard certain players as legends, even if they've gone to a rival, man. Especially if they've won a decent amount. Figo, obviously, that's an exception to the rule. I don't know if anyone else has moved directly from Barca to Real Madrid. I don't think it happens very often. So, yeah. Exception to the rule, man. Exception to the rule. Not Carlos. Big up Ollie, man. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. All of that good stuff. Just obviously going through a couple of discussions before I head off. Getting ready for my other stream. I'll be back later on, obviously. Brighton versus Nottingham Forest. Later on, which should be good. But yeah, man. Bayern versus Chelsea was one of the most one-sided finals I've ever watched. But what if Figo won them multiple Champions Leagues? True. Would he still become a legend? Possibly still. Possibly. I don't know, man. He won 2 La Ligas, and he did win the Ballon d'Or there. I do, yeah. And he was a top player. I don't know, man. You'll have to ask Barcelona fans, innit? I mean, I'm not sure. These Chelsea fans are so shameless. That Bayern final, I watched it back this week. Chelsea got so lucky with their 2 Champions League wins. LOL. Yeah, well, yeah. I feel like the Bayern, yeah. The Man City one. They were terrible, man. They were awful. Not playing a DM was a shocking decision by Pep. Probably one of the worst. I think he cost himself a Champions League there, man. To be fair, the final was Petr Cech, best goalkeeping performance of all time. Yeah, possibly. We actually battered Man City Village. Nah, I remember watching the game. To be fair, and yeah, them Man City were terrible. They weren't great. I don't think they had a shot on target till like the end of the game, man. They were lucky. Messi missed that pen or at the new camp. Yeah. I mean, you always. Obviously, Bayern missed the pen in the in extra time, innit? When Robin missed it, or Czech saved it. So yeah. Always have to have a little bit of luck in these competitions, man. I had the hardest run in 2021 as well. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and knockouts. Yeah, I can't really argue with that, man. Chelsea are a blessed club. I think they didn't deserve their first, but they deserve their second one. That's a fair assessment. Big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already, man. Make sure you guys do that for your boy. Well, yeah, man. You guys let me know who you think is going to win this FA Cup as well. I can't remember who I went for. I think I went for Aston Villa to win it, rather than Man City. But I'm glad we're going to be obviously seeing different teams, obviously in the semi-final. Going forward, in it, Crystal Palace not been there since 2016. Either Brighton, who have not been there since Chris Hughton got them there. I can't remember what year it was. I want to say 2019 or 18. And Nottingham Forest. Can't remember the last time they played at Wembley, to be fair. So that'll be a good opportunity for one of them to get through. And then obviously tomorrow, Bournemouth versus Man City. Bournemouth even got to Wembley before. I don't even know. And then Preston versus Aston Villa. So yeah, good games. Good games, man. We deserve the first after Moscow cheating Barca. Oh yeah, true. They did get cheated in 2009, to be fair. It's a disgrace. Yeah, they did get cheated. How did they get at least 2 penalties, man? It was crazy. Now, Real Madrid in 2022 had a harder, like PSG, Chelsea, City, Liverpool. That run was ridiculous, man. To win the Champions League, you gotta say fair play, because bro, to get all of them in one campaign is crazy. Chelsea were earlier relevant because they were Abramovich FC. Now they're fading into irrelevance. Wow, harsh words there. I think it doesn't matter how you leave the club when it comes to legendary status. Take and Kante, for example, with Leicester. He isn't talked about like Vardy and Mahrez are. Yeah, I mean, again, that's what I was saying before, bro. Like, I do feel like depending on how you leave does dictate how much fans of that club particularly talk about you as much. But then I do feel like it still doesn't erase what you did for the club. You might not just be spoke about as highly or as much because people still have a sour taste in their mouth, innit? But these players still won the trophies, innit? So yeah, it's just one of those ones. I feel like you're a bit more adored if you leave on a higher note. Obviously, with the fans, they talk about you more in a more ever positive light compared to if you obviously leave on a bad note. But yeah, man. I think Kante was one of their best players. Only people who know ball know his points. Yeah, I don't think I think he's their most important player, to be honest with you. I think if they don't have him, I don't think they win the league. Whereas I feel like the other players, I think they probably still won't win the league, but I feel like it would be a bit more closer compared to if they didn't have Kante. I don't think they'd have no chance, man. If he was in the team, he was just crazy. Chelsea cheated them as well. Says Vidic. It's because Kante is a DM though, Colin. Ain't nobody watching the highlights of a DM tackling. Yeah, true. Yeah, to be fair, that's probably the worst position, DM, if I'm being honest. Because attackers, strikers, wingers you can see their dribbling. Strikers, you can see their goals. Even midfielders, you can see their passing into or like their assists, their goals. Defenders, you can see their tackles, their blocks off the line. Goalkeepers, their saves. DM is literally like, yeah, we're not really gonna be watching, like you said, your compilations of you intercepting like obviously passions of play. That's like the one position where it's like, well, I don't think I've ever watched a DM's compilation video, to be fair. Thinking about it now, I've watched obviously goalkeepers, see how good they are. I've watched defenders where we'll be linked with them. I've not really watched the DMs, man. I'm trying to think. We don't really sign too many. I didn't watch when we signed Rice. I didn't watch any of his. I don't think I watched any of Partey's either or Jorginho's. Like there's just nothing to watch in it compared to when we signed like a Pepe. I was watching a few of them, Aubameyang or whatever. It's just a bit different, isn't it? Even Jesus, I was watching a few before we signed him too. Nicholas Jackson is a Chelsea legend, trolling at his finest. Kante in the 2021 final as well. Yeah, man. Yeah. Again, another one with you look at his trophies, man. Champions League, multiple Premier Leagues, the World Cup. Yeah, nothing to be sniffed at, to be fair. Nothing to be sniffed at, man. I don't know why. Did he never actually ended up coming back to West Ham, did he, in the end? I know there was obviously rumours in the summer he was potentially going back to the Premier League, but he didn't even do it after all that. So yeah. Which is kind of crazy. Who we got, man? Who we got? Obviously won the FA Cup as well, Europa League as well. Yeah, man. Crazy. I watched Busquets highlights. I mean, he might be an exception, I guess. I don't think I'd go out of my way to watch. He's a good player, but I don't think I'll go out of my way to watch his highlights. Yeah, it's just not an attractive thing, isn't it? DM highlights, man. It's just not a thing where you're like, yeah, sign me up. Where do I watch this? Even like the all-time great ones. Like, I don't think I'll watch the Makaleli one either. Do you know what I mean? And these are some of the all-time better players in that position. So, yeah, it's just one of those positions, man. It doesn't really get too much love like that. You get it? It doesn't really get too much love like that, man. Big up everyone tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. All of that good stuff. All of that good stuff, man. But yeah, man. I do think the treatment Trent is getting is unfair, to be honest. I get Liverpool fans are upset he's leaving, but the blame should be more on FSG as they fell to tie him down to a new deal. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I was doing, obviously, I did a video. Make sure you guys check that out about Trent moving to Real Madrid. But yeah, I feel like the criticism needs to be focused more on FSG allowing three of their top players to go down to their final months of their contracts at the same time. And them not being in a position where they could sell him for money and relying on the player to literally make his own path in his own future, in it. When you give the player so much power, then these kind of things end up happening, man. So yeah, I think FSG have been pretty negligent in terms of how they've treated the situation with these players, especially your top players as well. There's not a lot of players that can do what Trent does with the ball from right back. So you would think if he's not going to sign a new deal, then you just sell him for the amount of money you can and reinvest it into the team. Like we all know that Liverpool don't really like to spend a lot of money. They were reinvesting that Coutinho money for about 8 years. So yeah, they could have really done with it, man. So for me, I feel like he's definitely going to leave. It's going to be interesting to see if Salah or Van Dijk leaves, or both, or two of them stay. If they both stay, they're going to be obviously aging players in their 30s on big wages, probably 300, 400 grand a week. Is that really something that's sustainable for a 3-year period? I'm not too sure. But yeah, man, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the Liverpool things. But yeah, I agree, man. I feel like calling him a snake and stuff like that, I think it's over the top unnecessary. I can understand you're upset he's leaving, and he probably should have treated the situation a little bit better by not promising the fans he's going to stay there forever, etc. So I can understand why there's a bit of backlash with that. But for me, the energy has to be more towards your board, the Liverpool board, man, in terms of they need to fix up, and they need to make sure they deal with these situations in the future a bit better when it comes to their star players leaving for free, especially if they want to compete at the highest level on a consistent basis, man. A couple of obviously comments before wrap up. Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, the best midfield in history, 100%. I agree with that. LOL, Trent completed football as a baby. Why are they getting mad? Because Gerrard never left. Yeah, that's because he didn't win the Prem. Let him leave. He's upgrading anyway. Yeah, 100%, man. Going to Real Madrid is a once-in-a-lifetime offer, isn't it? Especially for an English player. Not too many English players have played for Real Madrid, obviously, over as recent Jude Bellingham going there a couple of seasons ago. So, yeah, man, it's a good opportunity for them to go. He's going to join the likes of McManaman, Michael Owen, Jonathan Woodgate that have played for Real Madrid or English. So, yeah, how can you not turn it down, man? You're saying you wouldn't watch a Son highlight. You're not a real Arsenal fan. Nah, Son was more of an 8, more of a 10, bro. He was more of like an 8/10, innit? He was more of a this is the perception that we did, man. We played him centre back and then we played him CDM for ages. And then the one good season he had was when he was like playing in that 8/10 role where he was giving all these balls to Van Persie when he was scoring these volleys. And then we sold him. I was like, bro, this is the one good season he's having. And we sold him to Barcelona. Like, oh, typical Arsenal, innit? But yeah, he was, bro, some of his compilations, his passing was sick. His balls over the top and all that. So yeah, imagine if the Liverpool fans boo him. LOL. This is the situation. Obviously, at the minute, Trent's injured. Is going to be injured for 6 to 8 weeks, so he might be back before the end of the season. But it's going to be very interesting, man, to see if they boo him during the time he's obviously presented in front of the Anfield crowd, or they're going to win the Premier League. So the trophy parade, is he going to be there for it? Is he already going to be on his way to Spain, to Madrid? Who knows, man? But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how that all plays out, man, in terms of if the Liverpool fans are going to be receptive to him, obviously saying goodbye in a positive way. You can only get one career as a footballer. If you get a chance to move to Real Madrid, I'm going. Yeah, same here, man. If Real Madrid, especially when, and this is why I don't understand when players are like, or fans are like, oh, you should have went on, like you should have signed an extension and go for a bit of money. It's like, bro, you're not going to take that risk and that chance with a board that have not been competent enough to get you a contract in the first place and get you the right money you probably deserve and the length of contract. You're not going to give them an opportunity to sign you up to another contract and hope and pray they agree a deal with Real Madrid, who are notoriously known for not getting players for a fee. Like, they get players like Mbappe on a free. They get Rudiger on a free, stuff like that. So yeah, for me, he did the right thing running it down. If they didn't have the capacity and temerity to really put him down to a contract 2 years before his contract ends up going down, bro, this is it, man. It's the club's fault. I can't lie. It is the club's fault. Trent is leaving to play next in the best set. to play next to the best centre back in the world, Rudiger. Yeah. I'm sure about that. I do agree the way he's leaving, like he's going on a free, can at least sign a contract and Liverpool actually get good money for him. Nah, bro, he's not gonna do that, man. I feel like that's more of an idealistic viewpoint in terms of more of an idealistic viewpoint, man, in terms of how fans feel like things should go. But yeah, Trent is never going to agree with Liverpool after failing to agree because obviously he's wanting to stay at the club, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it's money, I don't know if it's he's not feeling valued, I don't know if they took too long, I don't know if they didn't give him the captain armband. It's something that he wanted in the contract or how he wanted the contract negotiations to go. That's not obviously happened in that period of time. That's made him think he just wants to leave, or he just doesn't want to sign the contract in it. Obviously, there's reports saying they didn't really offer him a contract, or they already offered him this year. So yeah, it's crazy. Nah, take signing on a free and leave on a free. This is what I'm saying, man. The situation, you got to think about it yourself. Like, at the end of the day, it is a job. I know obviously fans feel about it differently, and even though he's from obviously Liverpool and he's been brought in the academy, you got to think of it as like you're looking at your best interests at heart. You're going to be able to join Real Madrid and get a fat signing on bonus, crazy signing on bonus, bro. And being able to play in the best team in the world, and you're going to get the majority of the money. Bro, you're going to take that rather than hoping Liverpool do you a favor and sell you for a decent price. If they say, yeah, you're 100 million and Real Madrid are like, all right, we're not paying that, you're staying at Liverpool and you're like, bro, I could have just left for free. why did I sign a new deal? So yeah, for me, I don't think it makes sense for him to sign a new deal if he wants to leave. It's just too much of a risk for that deal not happening, man, because things in football can change very, very quickly. The Trent situation reminds me of Fabregas a little bit. It's not that he left, but I understood it as the number one. He was a Barcelona fan, and number two was his boyhood club. Yeah, 100%, man. And we got some money for him. I mean, we probably should have got more, but it was based off the fact that I think Fabregas only had a year left on his deal. So we ended up getting 30 mil, but at the time it was probably worth about 50, 60. But yeah, sometimes you just got to understand that players want to go back or want a bigger challenge, better challenge. And if they're not getting what they want at the current club, I'm sure if Arsenal showed the ambition to want to win titles and buy players to rival Fabregas' quality, then he probably would have stayed longer. Do you know what I mean? But at the time we weren't. We were selling our best players as well during that period. Adebayor, Nasri, etc. So yeah, it was a bit different, man. So for me, you can't really begrudge a guy for doing it. So tops Chelsea signing Palmer to an 8-year deal protects his value. So if he wants to leave, we'll get money. So the long-term contracts are the way to go now. Yeah. Listen, I've never been against the long-term contracts in it in terms of keeping the player's value. It's just obviously risky to do with every player. If the player then falls off and you can't get rid of him in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So and you're committed to obviously having this player for 7, 8, 9 years. But yeah, for your top players, 100%, I'd love to sign Saka to like an 8-year deal, man. So you don't have to keep worrying about it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, even City have done the same with Haaland now. Yeah, it was a 9, 10-year deal. It is the way forward to not worry about contracts getting run down in it. And it's a commitment. It's whether you have enough faith in the player, he's not going to fall off a cliff and going to be very consistent for that period of time you obviously sign him up for a contract. If Barca and Real Madrid knock on the door, you answer that's a fact. Barca and Real Madrid are the best clubs in the world, which every player would join. 100% agree, man. 100% agree. I feel like they are the two biggest clubs. And even when you're at the Premier League, playing for a Man City, Liverpool, etc., when these clubs come knocking, and especially now where they're both fighting for La Liga, they're both still in the Champions League, they both seem to be coming back to that period where they're both good. Obviously, it's normally Barcelona good, Real Madrid not as good, or Real Madrid good, Barcelona not as good. But at the minute, they're both coming to the same time, and they're both at a decent high level. So yeah, very difficult to turn both of them down, man. There'll always be a market for players, though, even if they flop. Yeah, I think bro, you know what it is? I think it just depends how good your sporting director is, because you've seen it with United, you've seen it with Arsenal. Like, we've had players that should be going for a decent amount of portion of money, and then we're having to, for example, buy out Aubameyang's contract, and then Barcelona are able to sell him for 15 mil like 6 months later. Like, that was something on our fault. Wow, why were we not able to get a fee for him when another club were able to get a fee for him? It's crazy. You think Salah and VVD is leaving? I'm not too sure, man. I feel like Salah could potentially leave. I think VVD will stay. If I'm being honest, man. I think we'll get Gyökeres. There was reports that Sporting are willing to let him go for I think 50 million euros or 50 million pounds. But you know what? I can see him going to like a not West Ham, but like a Newcastle. If they get rid of Ease, I could see them going for him as like a replacement. Big up Godfrey, bro. Hope you're well, man. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Big up T Chanzo and the chat. Big yourself up, brother. Hope you're well, my man. Big yourself up when it's Berta being announced. A lot of conflicting reports about when he's going to be announced, man. I'm not really sure, to be fair. Obviously, there was reports saying it would probably be announced before, obviously, the international break finished. Obviously, it's done now. It's still not been announced. Obviously, there's reports coming out that it might be announced before the game on Tuesday against Fulham. And obviously, Fabrizio Romano is obviously adamant that it's already been signed, still delivered 20 days ago. He's already working behind the scene, also just taking the time to announce it. So we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next week or so, and see if it's going to be officially announced, man. Tyler Diblin is at Southampton, is apparently 100 mil. That Neymar transfer really ruined the market. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Crazy. I can't believe how much players are going for nowadays, man. Our highest sell was 38 mil. I'm guessing that was, I'm trying to think who that even was, bro. Is that Smith Rowe or Iwobi? One of the two, man. One of the two we sold for that amount. It's definitely an academy product that we sold. I think all of our money that we sold have been academy products. If you look at obviously Eddie Nketiah, big him up for the goal. Eddie Nketiah, Smith Rowe, like I said, Iwobi. They've been our highest sales, man. Chamberlain as well. Yeah, Chamberlain. Oh yeah, Chamberlain. We sold to Liverpool too. So yeah, it probably was that one, man. And we did very well to get that much for him, especially he only had a year left on his contract too. At the time, man. So yeah, it was a very, very good deal. That's probably the best deal we've done, if I'm being honest, man. But yeah, 40 mil is not a lot, especially in this day and age, man. We should be, our record selling deal should be like 70, 80, 90, man. Especially when you compare to the players that we've had and what other record sales other teams have had, like Chelsea and Liverpool, etc. So yeah, man, we definitely need to up that in the future, man. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later on about 5 o'clock. I'll be obviously redirect this stream to that stream for the Brighton versus Nottingham Forest game, man. So make sure you guys tune in, stay in for that. Make sure you guys are locked in for that one there. But yeah, big up everyone tuning in, man. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Like I always say, don't hate the play at the game. And until next time, until later on, man, I'm out of here, people. Peace.